welcome to tonight's episode of the Riot Sessions. I am your illustrious DM, Shadowhack90, and I am the person who gets to tell the story or help tell the story tonight. And let's pass it on down to the man in the top hat.
Oh, hi! I'm Shadowcawn. I'm playing Tonph Underwood tonight, the Halfling Ranger, the oh-so-wonderful, daring main protagonist of this story so far. He's quite the handsome devil. He's quite charismatic with the ladies. And at one time, he was fairly large.
he was normal sized for a brief moment.
A brief but fleeting moment.
Yep.
No,
All right.
but yeah.
Well, anyways, whoever's next, go ahead.
You get to choose.
No. See, I introduced myself. This is the first time I've introduced myself in the last, 6 weeks. So it's just whoever wants to go now.
Hi, I'm the Blue Ranger.
There it
I'm
is.
not dealing with this bullshit. I'm playing Brontor. He's a half-orc barbarian. He's been doing quite well for him.
When did Brontor change races?
Did I say Brontor?
You did.
I said Brontor.
Oh, Dryden. I was thinking about someone doing an intro for Brontor. I'm Dryden. I'm a half-orc barbarian. And if you're a Cowboys fan, haha. Anyway, let's pass it over to Brontor.
Hi, I'm a human blood hunter, and I roll bad. Let's pass it over to someone else.
That was a good try.
That was so Mickey Mouse. That was so Mickey Mouse right there.
Cody is hanging out with his brother for the first time in many, many months today, so we're giving him a pass on a night.
His brother was just born. That's true.
So false.
Then many months ago.
For the first time?
I'd be
In
impressed.
many months. Did he conceive his own brother?
Oh God! Oh why? Moving over to Rams.
They're keeping it in the family.
I'm Ramsbug. I'll be playing Jeska with a K and an S, and not Jessica. She is a dragon-born cleric. There we go. Wow, you missed 1 week and it's all gone. And
Oh, wait till we actually get to actual gameplay.
I know, I'm so lost. It's alright. I'm ready for it. Jeska is she's very nice, and she's a cleric, and she is going to pass it on to Zach.
Hey, everybody. I'm Zach. I'm playing the Tiefling Sorcerer tonight and every other night until he dies a very gruesome death, which is part of the plan. I mean, you'll all find out, yeah.
They may have to give me a shirt.
What step is that?
That is actually into the imaginary steps.
Great.
So you you finish the plan the first time through, and you start square rooting negative numbers.
Square rooting?
Oh God!
Verb?
Huh? Yeah, you can square root it.
Yeah.
I'm so scared.
He makes verbs.
He does make verbs. It's true.
That's where verbs come from.
I will pass it on to the man who's just returned from a short break, I'll say. Involuntary or voluntary, it doesn't matter. Storms.
I am StormsOfDragon. I will be playing the Tiefling fighter warlord named Deagos Travagan, also known as Dingus to the other.
Or Dorito.
It's
Or
Dingus.
Dorito.
Don't you take my Dorito away from me.
Dingus, Dorito, whatever.
I'm just waiting for the character that gets named Ego, because then everything's going to be horrible.
No, then I'll change it to 11 to make it consistent.
Hey Zach, what happened last week on the Riot Sessions?
Okay. Here we go. Last week on the Riot Sessions,
Bum.
our group just felling the mighty beast that drained people's life forces from them. As it slowly descended into the sand pit that they were standing in front of, Tonph heroically dove into the sand pit to retrieve the last key that the group needed, and ended up pulling back the entire corpse with him. Our group found several keys latched around his belt, which Leucis so masterfully became the Key Master. After slaying a few more beasts that Leucis asserting his title as the Keymaster, summoned from demonic portals, the group fled the room and decided to head back to find the Medusa that had originally told them to find the 2 other keys. Upon entering her lair, it was empty, and so they pressed forward to find the center of the whole labyrinth, where Resh was hiding himself. And in front of the door, they found their friend Dingus. And this is where we pick up.
Dingus!
Yeah.
Dorito!
So as the bowstring twangs and the arrow goes flying right past Dryden's cheek, just barely cutting off a single strand of hair, it embeds itself into the chest of your good friend Dingus, or as the group has
the DM, it is official!
has officially known him as. You watch as the arrow embeds itself into his chest, and from that point of impact, the stone begins to gain color and turn back into the armor and the skin that is this tiefling warlord that you have known, as he is in the middle of a reactionary pose, getting ready to strike down this foe directly in front of him. A gold key swings around his neck as he finishes his strike. His sword slams into the wall with a mighty crash, and stone just goes flying all over the place. Deagos, you come to realize that you have currently just hit a giant wall. Is the first thing you notice, and the next thing you notice is that there is an immense pain in your chest as you look down and see this arrow just protruding out of your armor. And you can feel blood starting to trickle down your torso at this point. You look around and you can see the other individuals. You are quite confused, and it's here we pick up.
Well, what the hell is this? You guys are shooting me with arrows now?
Looks like blood.
Hey, look at Tonph.
Hi, Dingus!
You're small again.
What?
Wait, who's small?
Where the hell are we?
I've been small.
Oh, okay.
Center of the
I've
labyrinth.
always been small.
Where are we? Last thing I remember is the Dragonborn trying to kill the Medusa lady.
Huh?
Ah,
Oh,
we-
we're underground.
You took a long nap. We've taken care of everything.
Do you need help with that wound? Are you
Okay.
You kind of have an
I
arrow.
just yanked the arrow right out. No, I'll be right.
I mean, there's
Why-
probably damage
why do you
involved.
have an arrow?
He didn't say anything.
Can I perform basic first aid on his wound?
Yeah, if you want to, if he allows you to.
That's fine.
Dorito, let me throw some healing agent on there.
All right,
It's not magic.
if you wish.
It's just a band-aid him.
I thought you only bandaged Brontor.
Oh man.
But
Oh,
that's supposed
no.
to mean-
What does Brontor feel
Brontor
of you rubbing on
feeling
some other
pretty
man's
jealous.
chest?
supposed to mean? I'm a healer. I heal all, regardless of their
I'll keep that in mind.
body, muscles.
You see Brontor going over to where some of the rocks have fallen over or fallen down from the wall that Deagos just hit, and starts kind of playing croquet with his giant warhammer and the rocks, as he is slightly bored of all this talk, and there's not enough hitting of things at the moment.
So you guys actually killed everything? We can leave?
Huh?
Well,
Not quite.
we can't quite.
No, the Medusa lady's still floating around.
Will
think
we
she got
let
your
her
sword.
live?
Yeah, she's our friend.
Okay, yeah. So did you guys get
Although-
the rest of the keys?
Yeah, we've got the other 2 keys and much, much more, as you can see. And I run my hand
Yeah,
across
he is
the
the
bandolier.
Keymaster now.
Yes.
Oh,
The key
you're the
blaster?
keymaster? Well, I seen this dangling around my neck. Would you like
Yeah,
this one as
I'm
well?
gonna need that one as well. Yeah,
I'm gonna
I'll take
need
it off
that
and
one.
I'll hand it to you. It's just-
Oh,
click
Lord.
it on. And I say, well, there was one thing that she mentioned. The Medusa lady, that is. She talked about that great sword you're looking for, the fiery one.
Yep, she's got it.
The
Maul.
warhammer that
Yeah.
I'm looking
Oh,
for.
was it a warhammer? Yeah, she's
Yeah.
got it.
Pyramol.
Yeah, she's got it.
So she's got it. Didn't
She's
she
got
tell us that it was gone from this area?
Pretty sure she was lying to us. I mean, she turned you to stone after all, so.
I told you she
Yeah,
was bad.
she turned me to
Whatever
stone.
believes
What?
her.
Huh? No.
What?
Wait, what?
What?
Huh? Wait.
I assume that's what's been going on to all these people. I mean, she's a
I mean,
Medusa after all. They're
She's
notorious for that
Medusa.
kind of thing.
Yeah, I imagine. But I was stoned.
You were very stoned.
Yeah, like big
Oh
time.
right, that's not good. So
Oh,
you
you're
were
fine now,
killing
though.
her,
I mean,
right?
We kind of made a deal with her.
Who's
Yeah.
killing who?
I mean,
I'm down
I'm
for
gonna kind of
killing.
need that pyromol.
You're down for killing.
For killing evil, for sure. Fuck that lady. I mean, screw that lady.
I mean, as long as you get her quiver, Tonph, I think we'll be okay. With
Me get her quiver? I already got a quiver,
you've
man.
got
I don't
the-
need another quiver.
but she's got the stone arrows. She shot me with it, so I imagine that's how I became unstoned. She has the magic arrows.
Wait,
you know,
she
in her
has a way
quiver.
to get unstoned? Yo,
Yeah.
guys,
She's the one-
that might be
$1 billion
useful.
idea.
Wait, we already figured out how to
Does it
get
detox
unstoned, though.
as well?
All right,
What-
are we going? Are we gonna take this?
Where did so I was reading. Where was the last place we saw her?
Oh, we don't know.
Right here.
We heard her voice.
Oh.
Yeah, right
We
here.
heard her voice.
You guys
here.
have actually yet to see her.
Okay.
Yeah, we
I'm
kinda
sure she's
saw
around
Yeah,
her
she
her
could be
somewhere.
like right here listening to us talk about all this stuff.
I mean,
Yeah.
I
She
don't
just
want to
gave me
kill
the
her.
hammer.
told
I
her
don't
wanna be her
care.
friend.
I'll leave.
What?
What?
I just want the hammer. I need it. I must avenge my fallen soldiers.
With a hammer?
With the hammer?
Yes. Yeah, I gotta go kill some ice giants. You know,
Only that
Oh,
hammer, though?
we can kill ice giants without a hammer.
hundreds of them.
We've done a pretty good job so
Yeah,
far.
we've killed quite a number of ice giants.
I heard you killed 6.
I'm gonna.
I mean,
Or-
all things considered,
Ish.
we've okay. Let's put it this way: we've run into 6 and we've killed 6. I feel
So
like we're
you're-
doing
you're
pretty
coming
good.
with me now. You're
I
coming with
mean-
me to help.
We have things we have to take care of, but
Maybe it's like a
What
you
if-
scratch
can
our
we
back, we'll
see-
scratch yours kind of thing.
we're in the center of this labyrinth, right? So, is there other places we haven't gone? Do we search
Oh.
for her?
Also, I take out the rod. I'm pretty sure I've already done it here, but I'm gonna
Mhm.
say the.
I know. Yeah.
What was
The
it?
pole is still straight up.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Uh-huh.
It's up and it's like up. It's like basically straight up. Is what you feel.
What was the phrase? I know it's in giant, but I can't remember what the actual phrase was. Was it
It is back
locate?
in my notes, and I think it's located. It's back in my notes somewhere, and
That's
which I
fine.
don't have with me.
We know what we're talking about.
Do we see a path untrodden? Ooh.
So where you guys are currently standing at right now is this longer hallway that seems to like just lead. It's about 20, 30 feet long hallway where you like at the very end of it there is about a 40 to 50 foot tall wooden or stone door that as you look down at it there are you can see like some white carvings and paintings on it in the form of a giant circle. There are torch brackets that seem to be placed every 5 feet or so along the walls leading up to this door itself. Back behind you, it is just the blackness of this maze that you guys have spent the past about week and a half in.
Man, they're going to be expecting us back topside. We've been down here for a long time.
It's been a bit.
I need to talk to that battle master about my face.
Yeah, a little
Talk
bit.
to somebody about it.
You're the key master. How about you start trying some keys?
Oh, I should do that. You
Don't-
said there's a door, right?
No.
There is a door.
Last time you stuck a key in the ground, it summoned some weird purple thing.
Yeah, but that was in the ground and in a dead guy.
Just don't stick it anywhere. Then the other time you killed a dude with a key.
That's right.
We don't need to like try and do any more craziness with the keys right now.
I take a key off and I point it at Tonph. And I say, I'll key you.
Lucius.
Put it back.
I mean, we don't have to go through this. I mean, keying somebody. What are you gonna do with the key? Where are you gonna put it? Just put them in the door. Come on.
I skulk my way over behind Dryden,
Mm-hmm.
and I find a rock,
Okay.
and I chuck it at Lucius, and then I hide.
You chuck it at who?
Lucius.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
And then I hide.
Okay.
A stealth roll, then I assume.
Make an attack roll followed by, with your dexterity modifier, followed by a stealth roll.
That's right.
And
Well, I make a attack with my dexterity.
yes, because it's a ranged attack. You're throwing it at him.
Yeah.
I mean, Blue could move, or Dryden
Voice.
could move out of the way.
All right. So
Nice.
it hits. There's just like this, and just like beams Lucius in the forehead. And Tonph, go ahead and make your stealth roll.
Ah,
Oh my god.
oh,
Oh, but I still beat it.
Oh no!
I literally rolled a 2.
It's the lowest you can roll.
It's,
I'm gonna bend luck. I'm
Yeah,
just
go
kidding.
for it.
No.
So yeah, the
God. Dryden,
yeah,
what
you
the
look
hell?
around
Man?
and-
After
the-
everything I've given you,
What are you talking about?
that rock
What rock?
that just hit me, like just now, it came from your direction.
Is there? Oh, is the Medusa over here?
Oh my god, I thought she was my friend.
She is into stones.
That's
wouldn't have-
true.
I wouldn't think she
Wait a
would
minute.
hit you with a rock.
What's that smell? Can I smell? Can I smell?
I start walking away.
Tonph behind me. Can I smell Tonph behind me?
I mean, you know where Tonph like darted off to, which like you felt him like kind of like hide right behind your leg, and then you felt his pressure kind of leave you. You assume he's walking the
I think
opposite
this,
way at this point.
Lucius. I think this might be a family matter. I want to bring this up with your
God.
family.
My cousins, man, I'm telling you.
I
walk
know.
over to
Trust
the
me.
door.
Trust me. I know. They killed my half brother. Consider
Those
yourself
darn
lucky
halflings.
that all you got was an rock to the head. They kill my
Yeah.
family.
I guess
You
I
could've
ended
taken
up, I
arrow
could
to
count
the
myself
knee.
lucky.
So all right, so Lucius, you walk over to the door. You glance over it, and you can see that like painted on this, there is a large white circle that's probably about 15 feet in diameter. But within that circle, there are multiple runes that are carved, kind of following the edge of it, and as well as as well as 3 circles that overlap each other on the inside of this one large circle.
Can I look at the
And with it-
runes?
Yeah, go for it.
I look at the runes.
Can I
All
read
right.
the runes?
Are they dwarven or what? And are the overlapping circles like this?
I
On the-
can't see what you're doing.
He's drawing on the thingamajigger.
Yep.
Oh, cool. Yeah, they're kind of like that, except a
They're rotated a little bit.
little rotated. Yeah.
Gotcha. Cool. Do
but
I
yeah.
recognize the runes if they're dwarven or giant? Or
None
what?
of you. Nope. None of you recognize the runes.
Not even abyssal.
Nope.
I don't. Uh-oh.
Bye.
Bye, Rams.
A May.
Chat, get ready. At 3, 2, 1. Everybody shift. Oh, nope. It's just
Yep.
Goose and
Yep.
Rams.
Yeah, actually, that's kind of crazy. Well, once she disappears, it's going to change real bad. Hello?
Hello.
There
Oh,
she is.
Ah.
There's the big winner.
Sorry, my internet like totally.
Winner, winner, chicken.
So I
dinner.
see you got better internet in the move, too.
It's actually way faster, but the cable, it doesn't have the clips to stick into my freaking thing. So I'll get a new cable. Well, yeah.
All right.
Why are y'all all so quiet now? Something happened.
No.
Fuck me.
Anyways, so you just said there's a long corridor with runes, right?
I was looking at the runes. Did I see anything?
Nope.
Okay.
You look at the runes, and none of you seem to know what language they are in.
Great. And you said there were no like keyholes on the door.
Make an investigation check.
Investigation.
Super investigative.
Oh my god. I'll wild magic it.
I'm getting a raging clue.
I've got such a raging clue.
Oh my god!
I'm done, dude. I'm done.
We need that wild
Do
magic.
you want the D100?
I would love the D100, please.
Oh,
right.
no. Oh, no.
69.
Hey.
Sex things.
Whoa!
Sex things. Whoa.
All right, interesting.
Gee,
Okay.
willikers.
It sounded like Crash
so-
Bandicoot. Whoa.
So, Leucis, as you glance over the door, you glance over the door, and your eyes seem to kind of go out of focus for a quick second. You shake your head, and you focus again. This time, willing the magic energy to imbue your eyes and to really locate these keyholes that you need. You open up your mouth to begin speaking something to your compatriots, and as you do, you try to use your vocal cords, but no words come out. Instead, what does come out is a very odd sensation. It feels a lot like hot wind gets burst forth from your hot wind kind of comes out of your mouth. However, as you glance at the door, you notice that there is just this plume of fire that comes out and encases this portion of the door.
That's my thing.
Lucius?
I did
Are
it.
you a dragonborn now?
I've ascended to be a dragonborn.
Brontor. I
As
got an
you
idea.
try to say that, and more fire just spews out.
Oh.
Brontor, I got an idea. When we get back to town, we're going to start
Somebody
a
gag him.
stand. We're going to sell the viewing of the faceless fire blower. And we're going to make millions. It's going to be great.
He looks over at you and like, it'll never work. No one's ever going to buy it.
Come on, he literally is a faceless fire blower. All right, fine, whatever.
I'm going to try and hold my breath and start trying, I don't know, put keys in places on this door. Just all over the place. I want to double hand it too.
Wait, Lucius.
While holding my breath.
Lucius, idea. What if you were to like char the door? Maybe we'll be able to see a hole. Like maybe they'll become pronounced. I can't hear you. Tell me what you're thinking right in front of that door.
Write it in common. Write it in common.
I really hope when he
Write it
starts to
down.
write, it's just a bunch of fire that starts just like...
We just draw fire.
Guys, this may have been the best thing that's happened today.
You can't talk because
Can't talk
Yes,
because you
we
breathe fire.
realize that.
yes, we understand that. We saw that happen. So now go talk at that door from very close proximity.
So you know when I said don't use any more of your keys? Prime example. Don't use your keys.
And I go over to the door and I take 2 different random keys. And then I get ready to slam them into the door and yell as loud as I can at the door. At the same time.
Okay.
This is gonna work.
You get ready, or you actually do that?
I'm doing it.
Okay, so you take both keys, you slam them into the door, and they both hit solid stone. And you yell as loud as you can, and fire just erupts straight up in a giant plume of light and heat that encases the entire front of this door. Eventually, your yell halts as you've run out of breath, and you look up at the door, and the entire door is completely charred.
If anybody asks, that's how
everyone
he
to
lost
make
his face.
I'd like for everyone to make perception checks.
My favorite.
Perception.
Dude,
Oh,
guys,
18.
I'm doing so good tonight.
Hey
You're on
guys.
top of it.
Yeah,
What about Brontor? Who's rolling for Brontor? He's a chance to perceive, right?
No, that will for Balan as well.
So it has nothing to do with Cody. It's just Brontor.
That's just Brontor.
Balan gets a 19.
19. That's great. All right. So Dryden and Tonph, as you guys, as the fire subsides and like it's kind of scarred your retinas, both of your vision comes back a little faster than the rest of the party. And as you are looking at this door, you do notice 3 indents that look like they would fit very small keys, one within the center of each of the like the three overlapping circles. And you also notice a 4th key slot in the very center of where all 3 of the circles enter or overlap.
You guys see anything?
Jeska,
Yes.
by any chance, when you did detect magic on one of the keys, did it show magical at all?
I
Show up
don't
magical?
remember. Did I do detect magic on the keys? Oh yes, I did. Yes, it did faintly glow. The magical one did glow. That's how we found the second one, I believe. Want me to do it again?
It may not be a bad idea because we only know one of the keys, right? Well, 2. Sorry.
2.
Mm-hmm.
So I detect magic on all the keys.
Okay, so you detect magic on the key that Dryden and you found, or that you all found in the bone room, and you can see the faint glow of purple energy that pulses from that one. As you kind of glance around, you look over towards Leucis, who is holding 2 keys in his hands, neither of which are glowing. But you do notice there is a slight glow coming from his pocket where that is like an ice blue color. And you also notice that around the giant belt of keys that he has slung over his shoulder like a sash, you notice another key that is glowing a deep crimson red.
That one has magic,
That one?
Mm-hmm.
and the one in his pocket, but that one as well.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, all right, so we've got 3 of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the right one, but that one's magic.
Well, let's do it to it.
So it's crimson, blue, and what was the other one?
Purple.
Purple. They each have a different aura, so they do have different magic, whatevers, backgrounds.
Mm-hmm.
Crimson, purple, blue.
Do we know? Does the door look like anything? Why do you?
Detect magic on the door.
It is scorched. The white circles are still there, however, sort of semi-scorched right now.
I look around the room for anything else that's exuding elemental magic.
Nothing else seems to be exuding elemental magic at the moment.
I jam the key in my right hand into one of the holes.
Okay. It goes in.
Turn it.
You turn it. The hole opens wider as soon as you turn it, and you watch as the stone actually comes up and around to about where your shoulder is, and clamps down.
You all right there, Lucius?
Can you unturn it?
So I unturn it back. And try
You
and pull
unturn it. You unturn it. You begin trying to pull it out. You suffer
3 billion.
You suffer 5 points of bludgeoning damage as you pull your arm out, and as you do, the key doesn't seem to come with you, and you manage to yank your arm out, but the key gets lost and left in that hole as you pull your arm out, the stone reforms back into the actual main door itself.
Cool. 2 more times. That's all you, Lucius. You're the key master.
Think about this a little bit more before we just jam things in holes.
Do it, Lucius. I bet you won't.
I do it again. And another one of the two
With
random
which
holes.
key?
Whichever one was in my left hand, I assume.
Is that one of the magical ones?
Yeah.
It was not. No.
Wait,
neither
I
of them.
swapped. I swapped to the ones that they had, that she was
You
talking
did
about.
Oh, you did not mention that.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Now that I know you've swapped to them, we'll say for this one, you take the. So the one that you have. So you have.
I have the blue and the red, I think.
Yeah.
Yep.
So which one are you jamming in?
The blue one.
All right, so you take the blue one, you place it in, you feel it, you turn it this time, and you watch as the entire circle itself becomes the same ice blue color as the key was. The key remains in place though. So
I'm gonna kind of point my head away and try and test my voice to see if it's still breathing fire.
okay,
Just like whisper something. Tom sucks.
as you do, slight little
It's free real estate.
fire just kind of comes out of your mouth and
Real
just
estate.
kind of dribbles down. No words still.
What was that, Lucius? Tonph's the best? Oh, man. You know what, Lucius? I knew us being half cousins was a good thing. Anyways, you gonna do that last key?
Third
Oh
one.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Is that
All right, so which one?
Is-
Which one are you placing in?
The purple one.
The purple one. Okay. You place this in the next hole over, and you watch as as you turn it, that entire circle also becomes the same purple color that that Jeska was seeing.
So then it's just the last one. Now, is the stone receded back into the door from the first key?
Yeah, it has.
Okay. Now I'll take the red one right in.
All right. You
I want
place
to
the
take
red
an
one in.
epic pose, though. Like, kind of, I don't know, just as epic as it can be. I'll do a performance check. Yes.
I mean, it's pretty good performance.
I mean, it's a pretty solid. It's a pretty as you place the key in there, you turn back to the rest of your group just with a half-cocked smile and a twinkle in your eye. You turn it in the most beautiful fashion that you can, while striking the most elegant pose and letting out a little bit of fire that just comes spewing out of your mouth.
Yeah.
It's kind of inspiring. All of you get everyone gets a D4 of inspiration dice from that.
Hey.
All right.
Look at me go.
Look at you go.
The door.
She goes.
You watch as that circle as well turns that same color of red. The door remains shut, though.
We need a fourth key. All right, this is all you, Leucis. Leucis. Sorry,
That's
I've had a
Lucius
bit
on
too
ice.
much of that
Who's
that
Leucis?
ice brandy that Brontor was giving me earlier.
Mm.
I've still got a pounding headache from earlier.
Tonph, you're gonna have to work on Leucis. So where do we get the fourth key?
What? No, he's got a whole bunch of keys.
Yeah.
But none of them are magical.
Does
He
it
doesn't
matter?
know that.
Mm-hmm.
He tried the non-magical one and it.
Do you have any more
Well,
keys?
none of the keys were in there before we tried it.
Yeah, there's
Right
a fourth
now.
hole, and there's a fourth hole directly in the center where all three of the holes overlap.
What about the key that's on Dorito?
He already
Wait.
handed that one over.
Gave it to
Oh.
Lucius.
Fart nuggets.
Mhm.
I was about to say, I thought that was one of the ones that we had.
I thought.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. I don't think we should put a non-magical key into the magic keyhole.
Oh, but
Is it-
there's 3 magical keyholes.
Is it
We don't
magic
know if that
keyhole?
other one's magic.
And I
It
go
might
and
be
I
just
push on the door.
a key to open the door.
You walk up and push on the door, Tonph. Nope, nothing.
Oh, my bad.
Tonph,
Little
you're
fart comes out.
adorable.
Are any of
It's all you, Dryden.
are each of the keys Lucius has unique?
That he's wearing around on the sash.
Yeah.
Make an investigation check.
I yell out to the darkness, Delilah! Delilah!
What are you doing? Don't call her back here.
Don't be lewd.
Huh? Oh, well, she might know how to open the door.
She turned me into stone last time I seen her.
But we're good now. I think she was the one that unfroze you, so we're good.
All right. Yeah, Jeska, you do notice that as you kind of take a minute to like inspect all the keys, you start realizing that after about 3 or 4 keys, that every single one of them is, while either made out of a different material or made out of slightly longer or shorter than the other ones, they are all of the teeth of the keys are filed to the exact same specifications.
Oh, so I don't think it matters which key you put in, Leucis, because they're all exactly the same.
And take one key
What's
off.
your favorite?
And this time, instead of just jamming it in with my hand, I'm going to mage hand it up there.
Okay.
And turn it with mage hand.
You mage fan it up there, and which is good because this one's about 15 feet off the ground. And you place it in the hole. You turn it. There's a giant sound as the doors just begin to slowly open up in.
I stealth.
You stealth. Brontor looks over and is like, all right, let's go kick this guy's ass. You guys, as you all look through the door, and you realize that it's just complete darkness on the other side. You walk through where the opening is, and as soon as the last person enters through the door, you hear the door begin to close behind you. A resounding happens as the door finishes closing, and you are completely left in darkness. Those of you that do have...
I whispered, do you want me to light? Want me to light this? I can light something. Want me to light?
I can see everything just fine.
Those of you that have dark vision, except for Brontor, who's like, yes, please! Can't see anything.
I always get mad when I light something, so I'm asking.
I'm going to move away from the group a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Those of you that have dark vision, notice that you are in a circular room. It is completely cylindrical and just goes straight up to the point where you can't even see anything above you. You hear the chirping of some dark foreign animal above you, but it's about 40 feet across in diameter on all sides, and it just seems to be a perfect cylinder that just rises slowly up into the darkness.
Gotcha.
What do y'all see? I can't see anything.
It's a big room.
Circular, big room.
Yes.
It's a circle theme. I do light my staff, but just in a glow that's like, about 3 feet around me.
Yeah.
Just
so you do.
Glow.
Yeah. So you do. And
the back of
the little bit of glow allows for you to begin to get kind of a better sense of this room. It is just fully cylindrical. However, you glance around on the ground and you can see similar carvings on the ground that are just carved and etched into the ground all around you at the moment.
God, I wish I could understand this. Because this could be dangerous. This could light us on fire, or this could, make us dead, or all sorts of bad things.
Are there any rocks on the ground?
They're like loose pebbles and things like that. Yeah.
Can I pick up some rocks and see if I can throw them?
We have pocket sand.
I throw some pocket sand out into the darkness.
You throw pocket sand out into the darkness. It just kind of scatters about over the circles, and nothing really seems to happen from it.
Because I blinded the traps.
I cast Mage Hand to put pressure on one of the runes in the ground.
Okay, you place Mage Hand. You hover Mage Hand over one of the runes. You have it placed onto one of them, and you watch as the Mage Hand's arcane purple energy just gets sucked right into one of the runes, and you watch as one of the circles completely lights up.
Oh, it just needs magic. I use
I take a rock and I throw it onto the rune now.
It could be elements. Can I breathe a little fire onto one of these runes?
Yeah, if you want to.
I'm avoiding getting onto these things.
Okay.
And I'm gonna still throw a rock onto the one.
I can breathe like 15 feet, so like, you know.
Yeah, I'm just worried that these might be like magic fueled traps, and so we're just basically giving fuel to these traps. So I'm gonna throw a rock on.
Yeah, you throw a rock onto one of. You throw a rock onto one of the onto the one that Leucis just lit up, and as the rock clatters onto it, nothing seems to happen when the rock clatters onto it. You watch as the light from the runes slowly begins to fade back, and the darkness begins to kind of consume it again.
Anything happens when I breathe fire on it?
On the one circle, so it's the same it's the same 3 circles that are all overlapping with like that one central area in the middle. Again on the ground. Leucis applied pressure to
one. I want to go to like where the crimson key was put in, that circle.
Yeah. He threw. Yeah, the purple energy has begun to dissipate at this point.
I still want to try to blow fire on the other one, like the one that turned crimson in the same pattern.
Yeah.
Door.
Okay. So you go over, you breathe fire on it, and nothing seems to change or anything.
Then.
Well, is fire magical?
No, I was seeing if it was elemental. That was my test.
I'll do Mage Hand on a different ring this time.
Okay. You cast Mage Hand on one of the other 2 rings, and you watch as it goes over and just presses down on it, but nothing happens.
Does Lucius? I don't know how your magic works. Does Mage Hand have a particular elemental base magic? Like what's?
Do we need to put them in the same order?
So I'll do Mage Hand on the original one, and then I'll cast Firebolt onto the one that was red outside.
Okay.
I throw a jar of my vomit onto one of the runes.
Nothing
Tonph,
happens with the vomit.
Cut that out.
What
Don't you need that for your hair?
What they're doing?
I just want to point out, my girlfriend's fucking with my lights right now. From the other side of the city. God damn it.
So, you go over, you cast Mage Hand on the original one that lights up. You cast Firebolt on the crimson one from outside, and as the fire hits it, nothing seems to happen to that rune either.
Did you stick the keys in them?
The keys are on the other side of the door still, aren't they?
Mm-hmm. Well, okay, so we've got Arcane. Did we try and just go step on one of them?
I suppose we could do that.
Mm-hmm.
So I
step on one of them.
Leucis, you feel the hot air feeling kind of begin to subside at this point.
So I turn a little bit. It's free real estate.
You hear the words "free real estate" just echo throughout this chamber.
Oh, thank God. Oh.
What did you just say?
Well,
real estate?
We had a moment.
A dream that I had.
Okay.
I
that
have spells,
bad.
but like I could test some spells, but I'll be draining my spell slots. I can try some cantrips. They're not really. I mean, like.
Well, the one isn't fire. We know that for sure. And
sure.
This one here appears to be arcane.
Doesn't your human friend have a cold ice hammer? He could try one of those while you do the arcane hand on.
Let's see. The purple one was the arcane one, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
we tried the red one and fire.
But yes, the red one. We tried. Didn't do anything.
I go over to the red one and I take my short sword and I slice a little bit of my hand and I've dropped some blood onto the rune.
Some blood dribbles down onto the runes and nothing seems to happen.
Well, that was pointless. That really hurt.
I bandaged his hands.
This is why you guys shouldn't let me do things.
Brontor goes over and starts like slowly kind of scooping up some of the blood.
Oh,
Brontor.
Brontor.
No. That's mine. I'd like to put that back in. Thank you.
I would highly advise against that.
That's probably infectious now.
No.
He's
It's not the first time.
he's
I've
like,
done
gonna
it.
drink
Yeah,
it?
you're right. Yeah.
Okay, light.
I'm gonna
I
take
cast lights on the was it crimson, purple, and blue?
Mhm.
On the one that would be blue, I cast light.
Casting light on the blue one. Gotcha.
Mhm.
And I'm going to take a cultist body and throw it onto the red one.
All right, so you cast light on the blue one, and nothing else
Okay.
seems to happen. The purple one's still glowing, but
Then I cast light on the red one once nothing's happening. Okay, so
nothing's
that's-
happening either.
So I'll just step onto the
The
red.
purple one seems to be glowing a little bit more brighter, though, as each of these cantrips you cast. The purple one seems to be glowing a little bit brighter.
Maybe more magic on the purple one, or the other ones. Maybe it requires more.
Brontor.
I throw another mage hand in.
Yes,
You got cold stuff, right?
I do.
Have you touched
Not-
the blue rune thing?
He takes his hammer, slams it on the ground, goes over and touches the rune. Shh, nothing seems to happen.
Well,
That didn't work.
I'm stumped. So I go and I just start collecting stuff to make coffee.
Fair enough. You're finding it very difficult to find things to make coffee with down here.
I have a jar and dirt.
I know.
I'm fine.
Lucius, you cast Mage Hand again on the purple one,
Yep.
and you watch as the energy from Mage Hand gets once again pulled into that, and it is now burning very bright. It doesn't really seem like it will.
fade.
It seems to have taken in a lot of energy at this point.
So we gotta feed these things. So I hesitate to use my spell slots though.
Did anything happen when I threw the body of the cultist onto the red one?
Just laid there,
Damn.
unmoving.
Is Brontor still on one of the runes from?
Yeah, he's standing over on one of the other
I
sides.
cast guidance on him.
Okay.
Does it do anything to the brightness?
You're guided now.
Your shenanigans could have been better. You guys were fine.
You guys
1
were
second.
fine. Scrubs.
Yep.
I was thinking of
Nothing seems to really get
South
brighter
Park.
or dimmer as you cast guidance on Brontor.
So, has anyone checked out the purple gem yet? I mean, it's glowing. Nobody's gone over to it, right?
It's runes.
Runes.
These gems?
Okay.
It's a rune. It's a circle. It's a circle of runes. Yes.
As in, nobody stepped inside of it.
Nope.
I'm not stepping in there.
I'll step in there.
Okay. You walk into the rune circle, and you are now surrounded by this beautiful purple light.
All right, it's pretty in here, guys.
I throw the body.
cartwheel.
I throw the body into the purple rune one with Dingus.
Stop
I said,
throwing
"Here, take
bodies
this."
around.
Thanks for the body.
So maybe
You're welcome.
this conjuring and-
I've got
Do it.
5 more.
Do a backflip.
Do you have
Do a
any
backflip.
illusion
I do a backflip.
spells? Lucius?
Illusion spells?
Yeah.
I do. I cast Minor Illusion next to Dingus in the shape of Dingus.
All right. It's killing me now. Dead
There's
body.
double dingus.
Dose
All right,
dingus.
You cast minor illusion in the same purple circle, and
Dingai.
No, do
it just stands there.
do it to a different circle.
So,
Oh,
I'll
okay.
walk to the
Yeah.
blue circle.
Okay, all
and
right.
Can
I make the Minor Illusion walk with him to the blue circle.
there you go.
So you walk over to where the blue circle is, and the illusion ends up kind of like getting to the edge of where the purple circle is and stops.
Okay.
Can I? So I desummon the illusion, and then
Okay.
cast it again and have it walk into the purple stuff.
Okay. It walks into the purple circle.
Yeah,
Sorry.
walks in just fine.
Just in fine.
And I'm trying to make him walk out again.
Okay, you try to make him walk out. Stops right at the edge.
Why is Dingus
Hey.
stopping at the end of the circle?
No, the real Dingus is over here. That's fake Dingus.
Wait, there.
I changed the minor illusion to look like Tonph.
It's okay.
I've got a brother.
And then I
anyone who's
destroy the
trained-
minor
anyone
illusion.
anyone who is trained in Arcana, make an Arcana check, or make a general intelligence check. Sorry.
I want it to die a gruesome death. His brother that I just made.
I go over to Dryden and I hug and I'm so sorry I killed your half brother. I know how it feels.
Get off
general
of me! You have
intelligence
no
check,
idea how
Lucius.
it feels.
We live so short a life.
Damn it.
You're an idiot. You
Jeska.
are a fool.
He was
All
the
right.
smallest halfling in our family.
So, Jeska, you as you're kind of glancing about and watching these runes kind of light up, you get the feeling that as the more cantrips have been cast, the brighter the purple runes have become. They've been getting brighter and brighter with every cantrip that gets cast. With everything you've seen down here, different abominations, what you know about Resh, and how he likes to experiment and toy with his captives, you get the sense that this might be something to potentially weaken any intruders that are coming into his domain.
Guys, I think this is potentially bad.
So these are traps.
Of a type.
I check for traps.
You check for traps. Make an investigation check.
They used to always. We had another group, and that was always their go-to whenever we come into. I check for traps, guys. You can't check for traps every single time you step into a room.
Nothing seems to be trapped.
Guys, good news. Didn't find any traps.
I do feel like these aren't necessarily traps. I do feel like these are put there with a bad intent. These could potentially weaken us.
Is there non-trap traps?
Well, there's
We can't
traps
go
that you step
forward.
on and then, like, oh, I'm trapped, or you step on it and then like a big rock falls down. That's like a trap. Then there's like, we fuck around with something so much and then like it hurts us. That's a little bit different, I think, right? Well, maybe we investigate somewhere else because this is probably bad.
We can't go forward and we can't go backwards. We have to figure this out. There's nowhere to go.
Did
It's
we
a
check all
circular
this
room.
room? Excuse me.
You are in it.
Take an arrow.
So let's not go inside the circles.
I dip some oil and ask somebody to light it on fire. Okay.
Fireball.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you. And I shoot it straight up into the air as high as I can get it.
You watch as it just continues to arc straight up. Disappears from sight. You wait a good solid.
Arrows come down.
Do they though? Maybe this is like there's not any gravity here, and so I try and jump as high as I can to see if I can get up.
I get
Use my
underneath
new
Tonph
ring.
as soon as he does this and push up under his feet as hard as I can.
I'll
Make a
use my
strength
new
check.
ring and jump
I get
and try to jump higher than Tonph.
advantage. 15.
Okay. So as soon as Tonph jumps, your hand immediately is under him and just throws him up super high. Tonph, you just go flying.
Guys, it works! There's no gravity!
Prep for your landing, Tom. Prep for your landing.
He
What?
shouts this out. He shouts this out as Lucius jumps off of the ground and is immediately eye level with where Tonph is. And Tonph's about 20 feet up in the air at the moment as Leucis jumps up to that point. And then you begin to feel the familiar feeling of falling as you both begin to plummet straight back to the ground. I would like for both of you to make acrobatic checks.
Can I prepare to try to catch them?
Oh,
not gonna matter. They both end up coming back down to the ground and do either
while high-fiving.
Or can we
sure.
both land, tumble towards each other, and then high five?
It's more closer to that. You both go into this nice parkour tumble roll, come up in this 3-point landing, and without even looking at each other, just out to the side and just high five each other.
So,
that was awesome.
While they're doing this, I want to go over to the dead body that's laying on the red circle.
Bucket of water.
Mm-hmm.
Red circle will be. I want to cut it in half and dump all the blood from it onto this red circle.
Okay, there's no blood really left in this thing at this point.
It was just in the vacuum, was it? It wasn't bloody.
Yeah. No, but it was bleeding out.
Oh, you need blood. I open up the hole and drain a good quarter of the blood that's in there. Just a quarter of it.
There's a good amount of blood that just onto the ground.
Brontor, you got...
Because it's meant to weaken us. It should have done something, I would think. I think this would...
Nothing really seems to happen.
Man, I wasted a lot of good blood.
It's just blood. You'll get some more. Don't worry.
I go and
we'll throw more dead
bodies inside the purple rings.
Mm-hmm.
And then I try and run as fast as I can to the next room.
You pass through and get to the next room.
Wait.
I want to cast Firebolt through the purple ring. So start on the outside, cast it into it, and then out of it, the other side.
Okay. Firebolt makes it halfway across the purple ring before going right into it.
Oh. So it just eats all magic that goes into it.
Maybe.
I follow Thompson to the next room.
I take my short sword and I start hacking at the red rune.
Okay. You start hacking at it. You're carving a nice groove into the ground at this point, but nothing's really changing or doing anything.
Good to know. I'm just making a little spot so I can start making coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Did we try putting blood on it?
Yes.
You guys have, I believe you have tried putting multiple different bloods on it, so I think you're good with the blood and nothing seems to be happening.
Bum. I have... Oh, you know what we haven't tried? I pocket sand the red rune.
You tried that as well?
I was at the red rune when I pocket sanded?
You got all of the runes because remember it's 3 circles all overlapping each other. So you got all of them.
You have other keys, don't you, Lucius?
I've got a lot of other keys. Are there holes to
Do you want to try any of those other keys?
There are no holes.
So it's like, wow, that's a bad circle.
I mean, if you put it on the ground and hold it, I mean, I think Brontor could push into the ground.
Oh, you know what to do.
Brontor looks over and like, yeah, could do that.
So I go over to the blue one and I line up a key for him to push in the ground, and then I mage hand to hold it inside of the blue one.
Okay. You mage hand and hold it there. The mage hand continues to stay there, but you watch as like purple energy drifts off the mage hand back over towards the purple one at this point. Brontor hits the goes to hit the key into the ground. Rolls a 5, so he hits right next to the key, and the mage hand dissipates into the purple circle as the key clatters to the ground.
So it's like that.
Yeah. The purple one is glowing, by the way.
Okay.
The red and blue ones are not.
Your girlfriend is having a ball with those lines. I gotta say something.
All of a sudden it was like it was nice and quiet for a bit, and all of a sudden it was like, okay, this is happening behind me.
Giant rave over there.
All right, so we've got purpley circle. It's all lit up, and then blue up top and red over there.
Mm-hmm.
So we haven't tried hitting meleeing the blue yet, have we? We tried meleeing the red. Let's go. I'm going to go over to the blue and strike it with my my great sword.
Okay, you go and hit it. Nothing seems to happen.
I don't know.
I've been so mute for so long.
I tried to tell you.
Tell me how.
I think you're muted.
Doesn't my detect magic tell me what type of magic things are? Like that's part of the spell. If it's like what class it's from, like illusion or conjuration or etc.
Etc.
Man, my GIF is so annoying on my tweet.
Yeah,
Well, we've tried evocation and conjuration so far.
Oh, yeah. Conjuration's
So-
all I get, so.
It is not a conjuration. It seems to be a form of teleportation spell.
Which one?
All three.
All three are so all three. Okay, all the auras.
It doesn't
are the
seem to be.
same.
It doesn't seem to be all three are a different spell. It seems that they're all
Gotcha.
part of one spell. That is a teleportation spell.
All right, so this is gonna get us somewhere.
I yell Resh's name.
It echoes throughout the chamber.
Cool.
But
You guys, the only arcane we haven't tried is some kind of healing at the moment, right? Or enlightening.
I mean, I've got abjuration.
It's supposed to be something that
I cast what's one of my level ones because I don't want to ruin my.
to weaken us, right?
I cast mending. That's kind of healing, right? I cast mending on the hole that Tonph dug out.
You
That's my
cast.
hole!
You cast the spell of mending, and you watch as the little
I gotta start
golden
making
or
another
the little platinum beads of energy spark around that hole before they get pulled also into the purple circle.
Okay, so purple circles just drain the magic, all types of magic. We've tried melee. We've tried blood for some reason.
We tried blood on the red. We haven't tried it on the blue, right?
I go and I'm going to expand my level 2 spell and do spike growth over both the red and the blue.
You watch as you cast spike growth, and the red one absorbs it.
Mother.
No sign of anything there, but it does begin to glow red.
Golly.
What type of spell is spike growth?
Transmutation.
Okay, so conjuration, transmutation, abjuration. Do I have a spell?
I have abjuration. I go over to the other one and I cast Pass Without a Trace.
I want to
I
cast
didn't-
Thaumaturgy on the red circle. Make it run.
You cast Pass Without a Trace on the blue circle, and you watch as the spell gets sucked into the red circle.
God. Does anybody have any transmutation or abjuration spells?
I've got transmutation. I'm
Go for it.
casting tremors on or thaumaturgy on the red.
I only have one more spot.
I thaumaturgy as well to beef it up.
All right, you Thaumaturgy, and that's a cantrip, right?
Yeah.
You watch as you cast that, and the energy gets sucked into the purple sphere or
I
circle.
think.
Oh, maybe
it
it's
could
a
be
strength thing.
It's strength related. Son of a.
All right. I pull out my ring and I cast a chromatic orb to the center of all three
All right. Chromatic orb is what level?
first.
Okay. So as you
Right.
cast chromatic orb, it goes flying over through the purple, through the red, and then hovers directly over the blue before going straight into the center, and the blue rune begins to glow. the same color. You watch as soon as that happens, all 3 circles begin to rotate around the floor, just continuing to rotate.
We did it.
Around and in each around, just slowly coming into each other and out of each other, and then all of a sudden they just kind of form one giant circle in the center of the room that is glowing pure white at this point, and just slow like amounts of like little light mist are kind of coming up from it.
This has got to teleport us, guys. I detected that, like a detective.
I'll walk into it.
You walk into it.
I'm fine with that.
You are immediately teleported and are no longer in this room.
Hey, Rat Squad, you want to hold on to each other while we go in, just in case we get teleported different places?
I pull out my quarterstaff and leap into it, striking into it to see. As soon as I come through, I'm going to hit what's on the other side.
You jump in with an immediate strike, and as soon as your body passes over the white threshold, you're just no longer there within this room.
I hold on to Brontor. Come on, Brontor, let's go.
He's like, all right. And you guys both of you jump in and are gone. I'll take it that the remainder of you follow.
Yes.
I look around and realize that everybody's left. I just like, well, I see how it is. Here I am making coffee, and everybody else just decides to leave.
As I jump in, I just yell, "'Cause your coffee's gross!"
He's just gone.
I just sit here. I just sit for a little bit. I'm gonna take a little bit and think about whether or not I want to join the rest of the group.
How long is a little bit?
I will give it about a minute.
Okay. You give it a minute and you watch, just continue to like slowly sip on your coffee, debate it, like your eyes like narrow slits, and you watch as the white light begins to slowly, or begins to fade, and darkness seems to be coming back into this room.
Uh-oh. So I take my coffee and start running towards the circle.
You run, you're about like 5 feet away. You manage to jump over the threshold and are immediately taken away. Deagos, the first thing that you notice is...
No one could take a halfling unless he's taken.
Deagos, the first thing you notice is that you're standing in a hexagonal room. Currently standing, it is fairly dark. It looks, as you kind of glance up and look around, you can see that directly in front of you there is a hallway that leads farther forward, and about 45-50 feet down you can see what appears to be this red glints of something that looks just immense and large there, with blue glitter that seems to be kind of just encompassing it. You just have enough time to register this before whack right across the back of your head. You just feel this giant immense pain as a quarterstaff and a tiefling appear right behind you.
What the hell did you do that for?
As I'm coming through, I yell, "Die, evildoers!"
You son of a-
Leucis is
So I'll like rotate around and like hit him with the back of my fist.
All right, make an attack.
Is it just a strength roll or
It's just a D20 plus your strength modifier.
okay? Oh, I gotta think about how to do this. Sorry.
Just roll a D20.
It's like me.
Yeah, I got you.
What's your strength?
7.
Oh, yeah.
And it's 5.
Plus,
so it's
I was gonna say it's plus 5, so
Yeah,
it's a
it's
D20 plus
25.
5.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Yeah, that'll hit. All right, so go ahead and roll 1d4 worth of damage.
me or Lucius.
You, Deagos.
Yeah. Okay, I got you. Oh,
My
there we
attack
go.
didn't
So
do
it's
any damage.
2.
So Leucis, you take 2 points of damage as just the fist just right across the face. This is before Jeska and Brontor make it through and appear right next to both of you. Followed closely by Dryden, Balan, and Tonph.
Well,
As you all are now standing very squished in this hexagonal room. As you all glance around, you can see that you all kind of you can see forward down one hallway. You glance to your left and right, and you can see that there are two doors, metal grated, that lead just into darkness that you can't see much past at this point. And then behind you, you also see what appears to be another long corridor that seems to lead farther back. Towards what appeared to be a few doors that just kind of seem to run along the entire hallway.
Just before you guys arrived, I did see a red glowing thing down there.
I mean, you can still see it, like as you pointed out.
Okay.
You can all see it. It's still glinting just forever down there.
I've still got my coffee. Anybody want any?
No.
Good.
Start
I
walking
wasn't
forward.
sharing it.
Good.
Who's walking forward?
Coffee.
I'll walk forward.
There
I
you go.
smoke.
All right, so Dryden walks forward first. Is anybody else walking forward? It's just Dryden.
Deagos.
Deagos. Okay.
I follow in the back.
All right.
Back.
Now
So-
I've got my coffee.
So you all make it into the next portion of this hallway. And the hallways appear to be kind of hexagonal rooms, built with four sides missing, and then that almost seem to form a cross. And then as you advance to the next one, there's still the same hexagonal shape. And as you are crossing across the middle, I'd like for everybody to make me some charisma saving throws.
Ooh.
Is that the same as charisma?
Charisma.
Oh. Oh no.
I gotta know how Brontor rolls.
Charisma. Charisma saving, you said? Yes.
Charisma
Ooh.
saving.
I'm gonna wild magic it.
19.
Of course you are. God damn it, Lucius.
Much better. 40.
All right, so
Oh my god, you guys.
Guys,
You guys are having geometry wars over there. Name drop.
oh my god, this is what happens when you put two engineers in the room.
I have no idea what you're talking
What was it?
about.
40?
40, yep.
Good to know. Okay. All right. So, all right. So let's see. So this is. Get rid of that.
The trifecta.
Roll that. All right. So, anybody who did not roll over a 15 takes 10 points of psychic damage. Anybody who rolled over 15 only takes 5 points of psychic damage. So as you all continue to walk forward into the center of this room, your feet all hit upon the ground, and you notice as these magic circles begin to glow very bright on the ground, and immediately you look around, or you all kind of glance back and try to move out of the way quickly before you are encapsulated in this half circle and half dome of magic energy. You all feel a sharp pain pierce into your minds as you as you glance around, and you see standing directly in front of you an elderly individual with white hair, purple flowing robes that seem to just be flowing off of him, and a very twisted and wicked smile. But seeing him,
It's Rash.
seeing him here in the flesh, you do notice that part of his cheek, and getting a closer look at him, part of his cheek seems to have kind of rotten away a little bit, and you can actually see like into his mouth.
Hey.
Only not as quite as ugly as him.
I don't know. I see the similarities. I understand.
I mean,
Y'all could be twins. It's like looking in a mirror.
We're brothers
I don't know.
in this fight,
His nose and ears are a little, I believe.
I know, but I think that actually gives him a couple of points in the case of what you're rocking. I think maybe
I'm closer to being dead than you are, so suck it.
Oh, I have far transcended death. Death is not a thing to me anymore.
Would you say you've passed death, or you've gone like negative away from death?
Is death times 0 still?
are you an imaginary death?
Who's this douchebag?
Are you Rash?
I don't believe I've met you yet.
Oh, he's
I've met
Rash.
this other Tapling.
Rash, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, he says he's got this weird sort of thing going on underneath his arm or
really?
something.
Oh. Poor guy.
Oh, I look forward to seeing how you all hold up under torture. This is going to be fun.
that it is.
Who's torture?
Oh, let's start with the... He kind of looks over all of you. His eyes fall on Brontor.
Theriston says that
seem-
my life is torture.
I'm sure it is, especially with a bug like that. But this one seems to
I mean, it
have
could be worse.
been touched by something I've not encountered before. We'll start with him.
He said that we're not supposed to talk about that anymore.
You watch as Resh just kind of like flicks his fingers, and Brontor goes flying towards the sphere and just passes right through it.
Whoa!
Brontor suffers another...
Wow, what a tease.
Brontor suffers another 7 points of suffers another 7 points of psychic damage as he passes through the barrier. And he's just being held aloft in the air at this point as Resh kind of just says, "Come with me. The rest of you stay put. No need to. I'll be borrowing this one for a while."
I throw
I
Hunter's
start
Mark on him.
running after.
I Hunter's Mark him the first thing I do.
Okay, mate. All right, so you hunters mark him. I take it you're not trying to be stealthy about it.
No. I imagine he's fairly preoccupied.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's fairly preoccupied. You start running towards the barrier, Jeska, and as you hit the barrier, I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Nice.
All right. So you hit the barrier, and you unfortunately are unable to pass through it, and you suffer
5.
5. Thank you. I got there. 5 points of psychic damage.
Mage hand into the barrier.
Ah, that fucking hurt.
The mage hand hits the barrier and just kind of dissipates. You watch as as Resh and Brontor seem to kind of curl around what is now this large red. What you can see is this large red crystal that is about 15 feet tall that is being currently encompassed, and that has like these blue crystals just floating around it in this circular room that lies beyond this hexagonal room that you are standing in. And Resh and Brontor kind of circle around and out of sight from you.
How tall is the wall? And this pentagram?
The wall?
Yeah, the walls. How tall are they?
The walls are the spheres you guys are currently encased in.
Are we in spheres? Yeah.
You guys are like in spheres, yeah, that are currently encased in right now.
Individual spheres or all in one?
You're all in one giant sphere at the moment. Like you can, like it's more like a half sphere. It's more like a dome. Like, because once it hits the ground, like you can't really,
Right.
Like it doesn't. There's no, you don't necessarily know if it continues underground or not, but
A semi-sphere.
yeah.
Do you think you can break that, Leucis?
So first I'll try mage handing to go out of our sphere that we're in.
You already tried that. It hit the sphere and just.
Oh, it hit
dissipated.
our sphere. Gotcha.
I'd like to hit the sphere with my axe.
Go for it.
That'll be a 27 to hit.
Yeah, it hits.
14 damage.
Okay. So as the hell, are you passing? I'm assuming you're attacking with the hell.
Yes.
Okay. So you attack with the hell, and as you do, the blade passes through or hits the barrier, and electrical sparks just begin to fly off of the axe head itself and just course throughout the entire sphere. The entire sphere. You fear for a moment that Dryden's arms are going to break, and Dryden, you feel just this resistance as you aren't even. As you can see, like this half an inch between the axe blade and the actual sphere itself. I need you to make another strength check.
I get advantage on strength.
Yes, you do.
Yeah! Oh, look at the buddy!
Success and a fail. Wow.
So Dryden, at this point, you end up just easing yourself further and placing your entire weight against the axe, and you watch as it's inch by inch just centimeter by centimeter begins to move closer and closer to the actual barrier. And the moment it touches the barrier, there's just this slight ting before, and a huge loud blast just erupts from the sphere as it is completely dissipated. You are all thrown back you're all thrown back about 15 feet. Belon and Leucis getting slammed into the walls. The rest of you end up going flying farther back down the actual hallway itself. And you watch as Resh comes around the sphere, or comes around from behind the crystal, looking down at all of you and says, "Well, you're a lot more resourceful than I thought."
And my axe.
Friends. I'm
And
sure
my bow.
I'm sure my friends will enjoy playing with you.
At my
Let's see how
basketball game tomorrow?
Best fucking mode.
And it is here that we are going to pause, take our 5-minute break, and we'll come back and do an initiative roll.
I'm out.
Done.
I think Tom's done. Oh, I love it. Anyways, guys, it's here. We're taking our 5-minute break. Welcome, everyone who is welcome everyone who's hanging out tonight. Welcome to the Riot Sessions. I am your Dungeon Master, Shadowhack90, or Nathan. You can call me either. How's it going, Laura? Hopefully your night is going well. Thomas, I see you in chat. Tiger, thank you also for the bits. Have a good sir. You're a beautiful, beautiful person. Thank you all for the follows and all for all the hosts tonight, guys. We are playing Dungeons and Dragons here. We are having a good old time. This is where we just sit around, enjoy doing random things, rolling some dice, and attacking some bad guys. It's a lot of fun. I saw Laura. I saw your Twitter DMs. I have to get back to you. It's been a pretty hectic day with everything that's been going on. But if you're here on the channel and you don't really know what I am or who I am, I've already told you who I am. Hey Tez, how's it going, dude? I'm Shadow, or Nathan, and we like to play a bunch of video games. I'm a variety caster here on Twitch, and I'm currently working on a giant project that is about streamer mental health and what Twitch is as well. So if you are a streamer or content creator and would like to be involved in that, please slide into my DMs or go check out my Twitter and submit one of those videos. It would be fan-frickin-tastic. Tiger, you get to choose an individual to give a D6 of inspiration to. Is who you is what you get to do. So if you so you get just type in chat, Tiger, exactly who you want to give the D6 of inspiration to, and we'll give it to them for the fight coming up here. Let's pass it over down to the one, the only, the person in the ball cap who's eating something.
You ever just have those days where you're like, I need a snack, and I made tacos once upon a time, so I'm just gonna eat a tortilla the way that it is? That's what I'm doing. But hi.
Nice.
I'm the Blue Ranger, and I'm a variety caster and part-time entertainer here on Twitch. First Sunday of every month, we do this over on my channel just to kind of reach new people, see if they're interested. But basically, I'm a Twitch streamer. That's what I do. I used to do a lot of YouTube. Don't do so much of that anymore. I hang out and play games here. I play games on mine. You know, stuff and things. I don't know. I don't have a good plug tonight. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm really distracted because I got a basketball game tomorrow. I'm really sorry. I'm sorry. Storms, tell people about yourself. don't let me talk right now.
Hi, I'm StormsOfDragon. Everybody just calls me Storms. I'm a variety caster on Twitch. I do old school RPGs every Saturday and Sunday morning, and play adventure game every Saturday and Sunday evening, and play Destiny throughout the week.
Woo!
As soon as Shadowcawn gets ready, toss over to him. Obviously.
Quick, Shadowcawn, tell us about yourself.
Hi guys, I am a Taurus. My birthday is in April. I occasionally like going hiking and camping. What else do you guys want to know?
He's single.
Anything.
He's single. He is single.
Ladies.
He has a cat. And he's got a bigger, blacker box in the background over there. Hey, he's got a bigger, blacker box too, ladies.
It's not as girthy though.
Not as girthy as that one. Yeah, I'm Shadowcawn. You can find me on Twitter and on. We are slowly making the transition back into the Twitch world. We had to take a little bit of an IRL break to do some stuff, but
like masturbate.
Yeah, I mean that's just standard protocol. I mean, I am single, so
full circle. All right.
Anyways, who else needs to go? Zach.
Hey,
Here you
I'm
go.
Zach. Everybody, I'm at Grey Goose Eggs on Twitter. I don't really stream. I do hang out with these guys a lot, though. You'll find me carrying Blue's raid team in Destiny, especially next week.
I love how it's gotten a Blues raid team, even though I'm pretty sure we've set up most of like the people that are in it.
I've actively said it's not my raid team.
It's okay.
I carry Shadowcawn's raid team.
There you go. That's more
There
accurate.
it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
And by carry, he means go invisible and run around and not die because he's invisible, but also not help because he's invisible.
Hey.
He does tweet occasionally as well.
Yeah, that's right. I do.
You tweet this week?
No. Dude, I'm getting ready for
Tweeted the
moving.
last 2 weeks.
I don't have time for tweeting. I'm starting
about
to
it.
pack stuff.
Rams!
That's the joke is because it takes so
Sorry.
I'm Ramsbug. You'll find me on Twitter at Ramsbug. You'll find me floating around doing the mod thing on several channels, including this one, including Blues. And I am eating the best ramen I've ever had. It's regular ass ramen, but like my boyfriend made it like super awesome. Like there's carrots and
The best ramen I've ever had
Ramen?
still sounds like the worst dinner I've ever had.
No, dude.
Hey,
There's the
don't talk shit
ramen
about
joint.
ramen.
There's a ramen joint in Atlanta that I would drive down there
yeah,
to go get
good
some of that
ramen.
ramen.
Good ramen.
Woo, buddy. That was
This
some good
is- Got some
ramen.
nice spice to it. It's good. Anyway, you can follow me on Twitter. I will retweet things that are fun, and I will often tweet who I'm hanging out with. So, hi.
Hi.
Back to Nathan. Hello.
Hi.
Storms of Dragon, Ramsbug, and Zach, you all have a D6 of inspiration that you must use before the end of this evening.
Now, does that trump their already D1 or D4?
It is in addition to their D4.
I didn't have a D4.
Okay.
Yeah, because you did
I was
that
the one
wonderful performance for us.
That's right.
And that is courtesy of Tiger Gale, by the way.
Thank you, Tiger.
Nice.
Tiger.
Thanks, Tiger.
Fuck you, Tiger.
I'm indifferent.
All right.
Well, the Bengals did beat the Bills today, so I'm a little mad at Tigers to begin with.
Huzzah!
You said initial or
I would like some
Initiative,
initiative
right?
rolls from
There
all of
it
you
is.
guys.
Wow. 19.
Oh,
Hey.
yes.
15.
I'm still trying to find it.
Wait a minute. I was sick. Did
I love
you get
I
2
love
rolls
it.
on initiative also, Blue?
Yup.
Yep.
Sir, yes, sir.
That barbarian.
All right, let's
Storm's
see.
like
We're-
trying to figure out what to spec into next.
I now see where I must go.
I'm pretty good with this.
Which was 22.
Yeah, well, it's 1 less than mine.
Tonph, what'd you get?
19.
You get to hit before me. Okay.
I do. I already see how this is gonna go. I'm gonna put fucking some hurt into something, and then fucking Dingus over here is gonna. Oh no, Tom!
Pretty sure I saved
Blue's
you.
been
Like,
sitting back while we do our puzzle thing, just like, I gotta
Yeah,
kill something.
I
gotta
saved
kill
you.
something.
And then I broke us out of that fucking orb thing,
I'm
right?
saying, like, you've been waiting to explode.
I mean, I could
Listen,
have hit it.
I let you guys play puzzle games. I like to do things solo, so when it's the teamwork stuff, I take a step back.
I did make coffee for everybody.
Yeah, and you're the only one that drank it, so.
It's true.
Yep. These guys have told me about your coffee. It's terrible.
I throw what little coffee I have left at Dingus.
Oh my gosh, it's just mud.
And vomit.
I peel it off of whatever it hits me and put it back in its hair.
8. Jesus. Okay.
I am a hexagon.
Can we get rid of the hexagons now?
I got rid of mine.
Oh, let me get rid of my square.
Cool. All right. Nice. Good to know. Good to know. Good to know. All right. So, all right.
Oh, God.
Whoa!
Nice.
Where are we right now?
Welcome
Holy
to the
crap.
prison of elders. Yes.
Psylocke.
Grab.
Defiler.
I think that's probably one
Kill
of my
them dead,
I
Guardian.
think that's probably one of my favorite reactions from you guys so far.
This is the most interesting room I think we've ever gotten.
It's not the hexagons.
Dismantle mine.
Mental mind.
Yes.
It is a hexagon.
There's lots of hexagons.
It's hexagonal.
Fucking
Oh my god.
Oh my Lanta. All right,
Oh
top of the
my
initiative round.
hex.
Top of the initiative
What are we even
round.
fighting? I don't remember what came in.
Nothing yet.
So far, just Resh is in right now. Top of the round. Let's begin with Leucis.
I believe everything.
So first off, exactly. Mirror image from the ring.
All right, your image from the ring.
My favorite things.
And then I'm
It's
gonna
hard
give,
not to do it.
I'm gonna give him a lightning
Yes.
bolt.
Give him a lightning bolt.
Yeah, hopefully passing through him and into the red crystal.
All right, go for it. What's the save on that?
I think
14.
We'll say there's a 14. I can't remember if it's a dex or what. Why is it
It's
not
Dex.
Dex.
Know your shit.
Pretty sure it's Dex.
Yeah, it's Dex.
the DM just know your shit. At my job.
Yeah, it is a dex save.
But nope.
Nope.
No, not at all.
Why is
So
it
the
rolling?
all right, go ahead and roll your damage, good sir.
All right, I'll just roll it manually, I suppose.
Rolling, 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 rolling.
Rolling.
Lots of ones. 24 damage.
24 damage.
Bugged out for me? Because it's not.
So it's
Refresh
not
my
rolling
page.
the.
Yeah, go ahead and refresh it for a second, guys. See if that
It's
helps.
rolling that.
There it goes. That rolled Firebolt for you.
I had to reload my page.
Yeah, I'll reload it.
Working for me, guys. I'm just saying.
Mine's never actually shown the dice, so
It's a setting.
You have to enable it, yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
it's not even showing the spell roll for me.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, I was stuck at loading for about like 20 seconds. Finally,
That's weird.
pulling the game in now.
Load
Anyway,
the page,
24 damage.
yes.
All right. So 24 damage. Cool. Gotcha. All right. So you extend your hand, and just immediately coming up, like blue energy pops up from the book up into your upper shoulder and just courses down your arm, straight out of your fingertips, flying directly at this individual named Resh. He spins and you watch as he ends up spinning, and his robes just flutter about him as the arcane lightning energies just courses through him as he comes back to face you. Watch as like a bit of his hair seems to be smoking out as it appears as lightning hit, but it didn't do as much damage as you were expecting it to be.
Nathan, you froze.
Yeah,
Did I?
I think.
We
I
can
was-
still
that's
hear you,
what-
but you're
Wait,
just-
oh,
wait,
yeah,
you're
there you
moving.
go.
There you go.
Don't
Good.
do anything.
Yeah, you're good.
Am I good?
Yep.
Yeah.
You're moving now. Hey,
As long as you can hear me, that's all that
You
matters.
adopted the very what is it? Where you talk with puppets? I can't remember what the is.
The marionette person type thing? Yeah, I
Illusion,
gotcha.
Michael.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ventriloquist.
Cool.
Throwing
Okay.
his voice.
Yes.
All right.
'Cause
Fair
you
enough.
weren't moving your mouth at all.
ventriloquism.
As long as you guys can hear me, that's all that really matters.
Keith.
So,
Anyway.
this brings us to Tonph. You're up.
Hey, I've still got Hunter's Mark on him, right?
You still have Hunter's Mark, and you are currently just getting up from being blasted prone at the moment.
Now, question:
Yes,
has he done anything?
he has not.
I'm gonna shoot him then with
for it.
advantage.
Yep.
And I'm gonna sharpshooter both shots.
Go for it.
So, pow! So that's a 21 to hit
That'll hit.
and a 16 to hit.
21 hits, 16 does not.
Shrubber. You know what? No. I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Ooh.
He's an off the bat. Ew.
Which one? The D4?
Well, okay.
He only has a
I'll-
D4.
Oh, that's
Now this is a personal question. You already said the 16 doesn't hit. Can I
Yes.
use the inspiration still? Because technically, I'm supposed to say I can use it before I know.
If you would like to use it, I will allow you to use it.
Okay. I just wanted to stay true to the thingamajigger.
I appreciate that.
17.
Is exactly what you needed.
Hey.
So as Lucius casts minor illusion, you immediately slide right into the hallway, like going down on, just kind of sliding towards where Lucius at, firing off 2 arrows. They just go flying underneath the minor illusion's legs and find their target right into Resh's one embedding itself into his upper thigh. The other one kind of seems to streak right past his side, and kind of go flying back. But you see a little bit of blood kind of begin to pour out his side at that point.
Okie dokie. So that'll be 45 damage.
Holy shit!
Yeah,
Sharpshooter do.
that sharpshooter though.
Damn.
Sharpshooter, no.
I'm going in.
All right,
But yeah, that'll be it.
nice. Damn, that's insane. All right, this brings us to Dryden. You're up.
I'm gonna. We're all just fighting this guy up here, correct?
That's
At the
Resh,
moment.
yeah.
Okay,
That
that's
we
what
know
I.
of.
That we know of. I'm going to. Aha! Just make it. Well, run. I'm gonna run up to him. I'll give him a big old run. I'm gonna hit him twice with the hell with savage attack.
Go for it.
The first
I'm
one,
gonna give him the old savage attack.
the old savage attack, 28 to hit.
That'll hit.
I'm raging, by the way.
Thank you, Dark Souls.
I gotcha.
And so 11 damage on the first one. Thank you, Dark Souls.
Masterpiece.
Masterpiece. Stop. Ah, Alfonso, you leave pistachio shells everywhere you go. And the second one will be 27 to hit.
Are we
That'll
missing
hit.
someone? Brontor, Dryden. Oh, is this the other dude? Fuck, what's his name? Ham? What's his name? Baloney? Sorry.
All right, I see that we got baloney. Where's Turkey? Where's Turkey?
Oh my god.
Is that
I
baloney?
know he's a meat. I know he's a meat of some form. I'm not sure
I
what
was
type
close.
though. Roast
I do
beef,
not want to have
chicken.
a meat called dingus.
Where's my salami?
Oh my god.
So, okay, sorry.
Where's
this is
the
not name.
salami?
Oh, man.
This is Deagos next to me, and this is
Yeah.
Baloney.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. That's all I
Name
want
is
to know.
Baloney.
I'm making plans, alright? Space
All
plan.
right. What do you get for your second damage there, Dryden?
19.
19. Gotcha.
So it'll be
30.
30 even.
Nice. All right. All right. So Dryden just races up and just two strikes of right across the chest with the hell. As you sink your blade into it once, twice, you feel the flesh begin to just kind of sink a little bit, or just sink in and just kind of seems to almost meld with the blade for a second before you finish your strike. This brings us to Jeska.
I will bless the three fine fellows that actually know who they are. I would bless you, Leucis, but there's too many of you. So Tonph.
After I gave inspiration
Ham.
and everything.
I don't know which one's you. I don't want to waste it. Tonph, Ham, and Doritos.
Great.
Dude, we've got a full-on sub sandwich back here.
I was gonna say you got a full on.
Legitimately? Fuck
cleric with
everyone
you, like-
tonight. I'm gonna give
Where are
inspiration to everybody else except Dryden. I'm gonna make sure we bless everybody
And
but
me.
Dryden.
You got
You know.
one inspiration.
Yeah,
Too
just
far from me. If you would have stayed next to me, I would have blessed you instead of Baloney.
All right.
100%.
Anything else, Jeska?
I'm actually going to move forward.
100.
Dryden will remember
Wait,
this.
are these 5 feet squares?
They are
Tom,
5
I
feet squares,
remember
yes.
this.
I'm just
100.
going to get right. Actually, hold
Right
on.
in the center. Gotcha.
Right, no, right over there. Sorry.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. This brings us to Deagos.
I'm gonna move over here next to Dryden, and I'm gonna do tactical inspiration for Dryden.
Yeah.
And so
oh yeah. Oh.
That is a pity spell if I've ever seen one.
Spoke too early.
So on his next attack, he can do 1 d6 of extra damage.
How do you inspire him?
Dryden, you are the strongest half-orc I've ever seen in my life.
Go on.
I think you can take this. I think you can take him out single-handedly.
Don't feed Zico.
Now
I have to. This is inspiration. I'm supposed to feed Zico.
I'm feeling mighty inspired right now.
Take your take your D6 inspiration test.
Yes.
I'm also going to attack Resh with my
Yeah.
You take a javelin from what
Longbow.
appears to be-
You are currently in melee with him.
Am I? Okay, so I'll just attack him with my greatsword then.
Yeah, go for it.
21 to hit,
That'll hit.
16 damage.
All right.
I think that was the inspired word was
It counts as part of your.
yeah.
Cool. All right, so you finished inspiring Dryden, and you do an attack with your sword. This time, also sinking it into kind of more his side, and you watch as his arm or his hand just kind of comes straight up and just blocks the sword as it just impacts the hand. You see a little bit of blood begin to trail out of the wound, but you're impressed that this individual was able to stop your great sword just with nothing but his hand. This brings us to Resh's turn.
All right, let's see what he can do.
Okay.
Bring it, you big bitch.
All right. Let's see.
You suck.
Defense.
Defense. All right. All right. So, first off, he is going to roll that. And what do we got? All right. So.
Ah!
Yes.
Well, shit.
Wow.
What a tease! What a tease!
Oh man, that's so rude. So
Wow.
he has his hand just up, and like he reaches out to swipe at Dryden. And Dryden like manages to backstep and almost like cleave off his hand right at that point. Oh, that's so rude.
Baby.
Oh, that's so rude.
Get out of
Oh
here.
man.
Yeah.
All right. I need for everybody who can see him. So that would be.
Oh,
Dryden,
I had
Deagos.
my eyes closed the whole time.
Yeah, I need for everybody who can see him. So Dryden, Deagos, Leucis, Jeska, Balan.
Can I see him?
Yeah, I would assume so.
Now, what
There's a
parts
wall right
is
there.
it? Just that we can see him, or just parts of him?
There's definitely
You
a
can
wall
see-
between me and him.
I think I'm
So-
gonna favor.
I'm asking because I've got a bunch of Luciuses in front
You
of
have a bunch of Luciuses in front of him.
Luci?
Lucius.
Lucius?
Plus Dryden and Deagos. So Dryden, Deagos, and
flock of
Lucius,
Lucius.
and Balan for sure. I need for all of you to make wisdom
gaggle.
saving throws. Tonph
Wi-
and Jessica,
wisdom?
you guys are exempt because you have wisdom saving throws. Yes, please.
Oh, I have the dice now. Woo.
I'm gonna put my +4 of.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll put my +6
Well, it's not +4, but
inspiration.
fuck.
The D4.
12.
Four,
Somebody's about to get
so
put into a stasis field or
15.
something fucking stupid.
All right. Okay,
You lose
so
all your limbs.
Yeah, right. Just Dryden is now just a potato.
no, but you do suffer 2d6 worth of psychic damage.
Do I roll those?
Nope, I got it.
Okay.
This is the first time Dryden will actually have to take on some psychic damage.
Oh,
So,
it hurts so
everyone-
much.
He
No, it's
handles
not.
it.
So everyone except for Lucius takes. So Dryden and Deagos take 5 points of psychic damage.
You said
and-
2d6. You didn't say 2d6 plus 2.
It's 2d6 plus 2.
Motherfucker.
So what was the saving throw for that? I'm just curious.
Wisdom.
You don't.
You'll
It was a wisdom
have
saving
to
throw.
know later.
It was 8 none.
As well as if you failed it. So Deagos and Dryden, you both are currently frightened and stunned.
Great.
at
All
the
right.
moment. So
This
that
is
is
one of the first times that I may actually be able to use my racial ability where I don't get
Why is it
frightened.
gotta be about race?
Yeah, dude.
And
Come on
he
now.
gets one more.
It's
And he
2016
gets
plus 1.
one more spell attack. Is what he gets, so he's
2016 plus 1.
So he also, he's going to also do. He also gets one more spell. So that's going to be it.
Heh. I scoff at you. Scoff.
So at Dryden, that's going to be an 11, which I don't think hits.
Nope.
Okay. So as soon as he stuns you, you try to. He goes to swipe out against you, but you just manage to dodge out of the way and like start backing up as you watch as his face begins to contort and change and like become even more gruesome than it already was. This brings us to the end of his turn, where he shouts out, "All right, you've had your fun. Now let's see how you deal with them." As he says that, you begin to hear as Tonph, directly in front of you, coming through one of the grated doors, a
Oh, hi.
10-foot tall, blubberous looking humanoid that has like an entire side that just has multiple what look like octopus tentacles just coming completely out of it, and they're just all writhing and changing and moving all over the place. As the other one manages to get here, and they're going to make some attacks. So the first one's going up against Tonph. That is.
I dare you! I dare you to hit me!
Don't do it. 20 plus C. Yep. All right. So roll that. And so the first attack against Tonph is going to be an 11.
I scoff. Ha!
So the one of the giant tentacles just comes slamming right in between your legs. It's going to attack again, and it's going to be a 14.
I scoff. Ha!
So this time you managed to, you're just too quick for him. Managed to dodge out of the way of the next attack. Tonph, Dryden, and Deagos, I need you guys to roll a Constitution saving throw as well.
7.
Fucking A, 13.
15.
So Tonph,
That's right. I get
You
all the
are-
benefits.
So, Tonph, you are currently poisoned as just this noxious smell just kind of begins to fill your nostrils.
Now, do I have advantage since I'm used to noxious smells?
No, because this is worse than even you.
Oh no!
Oh, God.
Yeah, that's saying
What have we
something.
done?
It's
If
pretty
it's
bad.
pungent for me, I could just imagine what it's going to do to you guys.
Yep. All right. This is now going, and this is
So
now
what
going
constitutes poison? I'll find it. Don't worry about it.
Find it. And yep. All right, and then these guys are gonna move up here.
God.
All right. All right. This brings us to Brontor's turn. Brontor is going to struggle against his bonds.
Hey,
Not bad, Brontor. Not bad, Brontor. There's a cling. That's all you guys hear. All right. Lucius, top of the round. You're up. You are currently frightened and stunned at the moment.
I thought I resisted that. Did you say it came to?
Oh, not
people who
Lucius.
failed
Sorry.
it?
Sorry. I thought that was Deagos. Yes, you did resist that.
Excellent. I'm going to try and pull Tonph away from this giant and throw him to about. Oh, I'm not on the selector tool. Here.
Okay, that's going to be probably your action, more likely.
I'm okay with this.
Okay. He does get an attack of opportunity against Tonph as he leaves the melee roll.
But he's disadvantaged.
He is disadvantaged. Why?
Escape the horde. Opportunity that attacks
Nice.
made against you are made with disadvantage.
I get the feeling a 13 is going to fail. So.
Yep.
Yep. So 13. So as Lucius grabs you by the scruff of your cape, he just yanks you back, and you go sliding across the floor back to the center of this room. Just as the club or one of the tentacles right down in the center where you were just standing.
That's my scared turkey noise.
I like it.
And I
pretty solid.
say, hopefully with a free action, I say, back up, Tonph. I've got these guys. And I cast Wall of Fire right here.
Aw.
Sorry.
Why am I?
All right, you've already used your action to move Tonph away.
Yeah, I'm casting it. Oh, sorry, I'm quickening it and casting it as a bonus.
Okay, gotcha. There we go. Okay, so you're casting Wall of Fire right there. Gotcha. And is that a Dex save?
Yes. Since my spell card's not working, I'll go ahead and.
How's a 15 do for you?
15 does pass, so
Alright,
he
so
takes
he only-
14 damage.
Gotcha.
It's all flushy now.
Nice.
I like it. All right, so it's all flushy now. I like it. Nice. All right.
And I also, can I say more as my free action?
Yeah, as a free action, sure. Why not?
More!
Leave Resh alive. I want him alive.
All right.
I will take him.
All right. This brings us to Tonph.
Me?
Yes.
Now, question: am I still poisoned?
You are still poisoned. Yes.
Can I save for poison?
At the end of your turn, you can.
Dodge. All right, fine. You know what I do?
What do you do?
I throw down
The gauntlet?
a spike growth behind the wall of fire. So starting in the center of that room.
Hey.
Okay. Hey.
So center of that room, I threw down the spike growth.
Gotcha. Go ahead and draw that in when you get a moment.
Yes. Now, do you want to go past the wall? Because I was kind of just letting, because the thorns, I think, are going to get eaten by that wall of fire.
It won't go past the wall of fire, no, but it will.
Okay.
But it will
Also
continue
draw.
down the rest of the hallways, yeah.
Okay, so we'll make.
All right, so you throw that on that spike growth. Nice. I like it. I like it. I like it.
All right, so I'm just going to draw the whole thing.
Do anything? You do anything else, or is that it?
Uh,
So that is your action. You got a bonus, and you got a little bit of movement right now.
Okay, so that's the whole circle, but ignore the part where it goes into the room.
The top part. Yep, I gotcha. Cool. All right.
So
Yeah, I gotcha.
and yeah, no, I don't have anything. Actually, I'll prep some tearing arrows.
All right, so you start
if
prepping
I-
the tearing arrows.
Yeah, I start prepping some tearing arrows just in case.
Gotcha. Nice.
But yeah,
Alright, this brings
that'll
us to-
be the end of it.
All right, so the spikes just all right up out of the ground, and like you watch as this giant, like horribly deformed, bulbous, like humanoid just starts looking, and begins to kind of like slowly kind of just start like testing it, and like it looks like he like almost stubs his toe as he like tries to take a single step. This brings us to Dryden, currently frightened and stunned at the moment.
What? So what can I do?
Power resistant.
Stunned creature is incapable. Can't move, can't speak. Only falteringly. The creature automatically fails strength and dexterity saving throws. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage. And if you are frightened,
can still
has
attack.
you have disadvantage on its ability checks, attack rolls while the source of the fear is within line of sight, and the creature cannot willingly move closer to the source of its fear.
Well, can I attack it though?
Yeah,
So-
you just have a disadvantage.
Unless I use Savage Attack, in which case it cancels it out, correct?
Which means it would be a straight roll.
Exactly.
Yep.
Aha! With the hell, I strike down my fear. With a 31 to hit when I crit.
Holy crap.
So
Oh,
that's 34
baby!
Wow.
Plus a D6
Wow.
From the inspiration.
from the inspiration. So we're looking now at
Alright,
that's
so you got
26,
27
30.
damage.
Huh?
Because you just double the dice. You don't double the modifiers. So you got a 20 on your roll.
Yes.
Because you rolled a 10.
Yes.
So then you've got the plus 7. So that's 27. Plus, so 37 damage.
Plus, did you add the 2 for
Oh,
raging?
so yeah, 39.
39 for my first swipe of the axe.
Wow.
And I savagely attack Resh once more.
Okay.
I'm gonna fucking fail it. 14.
Nope.
It's okay.
So,
I'm not upset about it.
so the first one just like embeds itself into like you watch as like the axe like just like goes and swings right into like the upper portion of it, like his abdomen or of his like abdomen, and you where you expect to see like the blood start pouring off and down onto the blade, and nothing really comes out of it, out of him, and you pull back, and you feel like he is like kind of stumbles back for a second, looking up at you with this weird twisted smile on his face. I think you'll be fun to play with later.
I'm no toy.
All right. And then just like goes right over his head as he ducks.
You're good.
You're good.
Continue.
All right. Anything else, Dryden?
No.
You do get to make another wisdom saving throw.
All right.
Oh, I didn't save for my poison.
I think I got you, Boo.
Well, I get to roll, so that's what.
Okay.
Right, correct?
That's about 5.
Nope. You are still stunned and frightened at this point. Brings us to Jeska. Go ahead and make your saving throw for your poison effect.
What do I? Constitution?
Con save.
Cool. Bam.
Yeah.
Hey.
You're able to shrug off the effects of the poison.
Because he's used to it. This homie right here, he's like visible. Everyone can see him, right? Because I remember talking about this.
You do have line of sight on him, yes.
I'm going to cast Stone Shape, and I want to make a. How big can I make it? Like, pretty fucking tall, like 40 feet or some shit. I think it's like 4 foot, 30 feet. I should have looked it up. I'm gonna make a. Yeah, it's pretty big. I'm gonna make a wall. Stone Shape is 5 feet in any dimension. I thought it was bigger than that.
Nope.
No, I was about to say I don't think Stone Shape is.
Yeah.
Stone Shape, not so much. Stone Wall is. I think Stone Wall is what you're thinking, but Stone Shape is what you're.
Well, screw that. I'm getting out. Not Vanilla Bean, but it's Big Brother.
Didn't we have a name for?
I forgot it.
I did too.
I
I'm
think
gonna
most of us forgot.
do my Guardian of Faith.
Okay.
And Guardian of Faith.
Okay, bye.
Goodbye. The world may never know.
I heard she was bringing out Guardian of Faith. I'm not sure where she's.
Well,
placing
there's
it.
the Guardian of Faith, and it's moving.
What sound does a Guardian of Faith make?
Sorry.
Oh,
Sorry.
Sorry.
I'm so sorry, guys.
Oh, Cody's face pops up on the Skype. It's funny.
BT Dubs, you got the echoes.
You got
And
the
she's
echoes.
gone. Actually,
Okay. Sorry. Son of a bitch.
Sorry.
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 Okay, so Guardian of Faith, right in the center.
Mute
Did you see
Skype,
where-
please.
Por favor.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Tonph is sitting right there, so he's.
Oh God.
He floats. My Guardian floats, though.
It still occupies space. All right.
Okay, so bonus section, I'm going to do Healing Word to myself at a level 2, because I kind of got a little hurt by running into that wall like a hamster.
Yep.
Healing Word's D8, I believe. So 2d8 plus shit. I'm not blanking.
Plus shit.
Shouldn't have to blank on all this. Storms,
All right,
what is
so-
it?
What are you talking about?
I don't know right now.
You're casting.
What you're
Healing
talking
Word.
about?
So I'm gonna heal myself, and that's the end of my turn.
Are you doing?
Healing Word is 1d4 for each slot above first level that you cast it.
Yeah, she said
Yes.
D2, so
So
second
2d4.
level, right? So TD4.
Yeah.
So 2d4.
Oh, it was Cure Wounds. That's
Cure
I was
wounds.
going to
is
say, you're
D8.
using Cure Wounds, that's a different story. But
plus my modifier, which is 4, I believe.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, cool.
this brings us to Deagos' turn.
I'm
You're also
gonna.
currently frightened and stunned at the moment.
Do I have a saving throw for it? Or
Not until the end of your not until the end of your turn.
all right.
So you can
What can I try to attack Rash twice?
you can attempt to attack them. They are at disadvantage, however.
All right. 10, no. 18,
18 will hit.
15 damage.
Nice. All right. All right, so the first swipe, you're just like you're shaking so bad, and you have to end up like the first swipe, you end up shaking so bad that you end up just like barely even like tapping him on the shoulder. The second one, you were able to steal yourself and actually get a good swipe in on that one. All right. Anything else, Deagos?
Throw?
Wisdom saving throw.
18.
18 is what you needed. So you are no longer frightened or stunned at the moment.
Nice.
You manage to shake off the effect, kind of steal yourself, and be like, okay, all right, let's go. This brings us to his turn. Start of the turn. I need for Dryden, you don't have to worry about it because you can already see him. I need for Deagos, Leucis, Tonph, and Jeska, you do not have visual sight on him, but I need for Leucis, Tonph, and Deagos to all make me some wisdom saving throws.
Is it if we're looking at him, or if we're just within his line of sight?
If you are within his line of sight.
Okay. Now, question. I have advantage on being frightened. Does that work for both of them, or is it...
what is that under?
It's one of my halfling things. Brave. You have advantage on saving throws against being frightened.
So you would have advantage on this, yes.
Is that both parts, or just the frightened part?
Just the frightened part.
Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to double check. So this will, and it's wisdom saving throw?
Wisdom saving throws, yes.
All right, so this is first done.
All right, so.
And this is for frightened. 21.
Okay, so the stunned. All right, so the stunned effect for you still does take effect, but you are not frightened of him, Tonph.
Cool.
However, Leucis, you are frightened of him for sure.
Scaredy cat.
Make red frightened, and Deagos saves with the 22. All right. So that's the top of his turn. Oh, you all also suffer. The true d6 plus 2. 11 points of psychic damage.
We all do?
If you failed the saving throw. So
for which part?
For yes, if you failed it. So since yours is split into two parts, Tonph, you still since you failed one of them, you still suffer it.
Okay, that's fine. I just didn't know how
Lucius also suffers it, and Storms you do not, or Deagos you do not.
I would assume that I do, correct?
You do as well, yes. Yeah. Since you were still frightened of him.
Finally under 100 HP.
How's it feel?
Ugh, not good. I'm getting worried.
I'm Jeska now!
Alright, need it there. I was frozen.
Okay. Let's try doing something new. Okay.
I was literally Jeska for 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. Let's see. 10 for previous. Alright, so that'll be interesting. Where's the stats?
I don't know what's up with mine.
Your camera's working.
It's working here, but it's not working on the feed.
So
yeah, it is.
It wasn't.
Oh no, yeah, it wasn't.
Okay, so you watch as he extends his hand out, and then jams it right into the wound that Dryden just made in his upper abdomen, and pulls out what looks like a rib. He takes the rib back and throws it right here, where it hits the ground.
Where is
where it hits the ground? I need for Dryden, Deagos, Tonph, and Jeska.
Yes.
To make me some dexterity saving throws.
Oh, why does it do that?
I crit that sumbitch.
Yep.
16.
6.
All right, let's roll that. All right, so let's roll the damage. Start. All right, so everybody suffers. Everyone who failed it. So if you rolled under a 16,
did I fail it?
Would be.
Did I fail it?
You did not. Nope. So Dryden and Tonph did not fail it, but Deagos and Jeska did. Jeska and Deagos, you both suffer 31 points of piercing damage. Dryden and Tonph suffer
16, but Dryden's is halved.
Yes.
Well, what kind of damage is it?
Piercing.
Piercing.
Okay.
So you take 8. I've got 16.
Yep.
Oh, holy crap.
31 to
Yep.
12.
And now I get put little asterisks next to your people's names. So that would be
A rib caused this?
yes. You watch as the rib. You watch as soon as the rib hits the ground, it explodes and shatters into thousands of pieces that all go flying and just seem to hit you as though you're being impaled with like many small little arrows and needles that all hit you. So Jeska failed and Deagos failed. Good to know. All right. Good to know. Okay. So that's one attack, and he's going to make another swipe at Dryden.
Bring it, bitch.
I'm Brittany, bitch.
Word association, bitch.
I'm Scary Terry, bitch.
I'm Pickle Rick, bitch.
You can run, but you can't hide, bitch.
All right.
Well, what if we do
All
that?
right. So that's going to be a 20 to hit.
Yeah, I mean,
Dryden?
yes.
Yeah. Okay. Good enough.
I figured that was.
All right. And all right. So you're going to take. Say it. Or, nope. Come here. There we go. All right. All right. So you take 20 points of necrotic damage, reduced to half. To 10 points of necrotic
That's
damage.
not considered is that considered a psychic?
It is not considered psychic. No.
Aha!
But
It's
you
kind of impressive
as
that you have a resistance to necrotic.
yeah, that's pretty impressive. You watch as his hand ends up reaching up to your chest immediately, and he begins just chanting words way too quickly for you to understand amongst your rage, Dryden. And you feel like your life energy just gets sucked out of your chest as he continues to chant and pulls back with this green energy glowing around his hand. And you watch as the wound above his, like on his abdomen, begins to heal up a little bit.
Fun.
All right, today. So that's that. I think that's all he can do this turn. Okay. This brings us to the tentacles. This one is going to, because he's a dumb idiot, is going to move through the fire and attempt to attack Leucis.
He's not only moving through the fire, but he's also moving within that.
And through the spike growth, yeah. So that
And
he's
into
moved.
the radiant.
See, I'm getting better at this.
Yeah, you are. So he's going to take a lot. But he's a big
How
dumb
far
elf.
did he move?
He moved 10 feet.
So, all right. So 4d4.
What an idiot.
He's an idiot.
Dummy.
9 damage from me.
And he needs a
Okay.
dex save from me.
All right. Let me get the fire damage from Leucis.
It's at the end of the turn. Do you want it now?
Just give it to me now, yeah. I appreciate you being honest. Let me know that.
27.
Damn. All right, and give me and he needs a dex save.
Dex save.
He's not that dexterous.
Hey.
He rolls a 15.
It's against my.
I think it'd beat it.
Spell mod.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
14. So yeah, that,
Yeah, so he does. So he does save it.
He gets 10 radiant damage then.
All right. Let's assume I can actually get to the. Okay. Nice. So you watch as he just like, and like just is like groaning just groaning as like some of the tentacles have caught fire, and like you watch as like his body begins to like kind of like peel away from the radiant, or like some of the skin begins to peel away from the radiant damage that he's taking. He is going to make an attack against Leucis. He's going to make a melee attack against Leucis.
Sweet.
So it is 1d20 plus plus 6, I believe. Yes.
Oosh. That's a miss.
It's all right. So he makes his first attack, and it just goes slamming and completely misses him. He's going to make a second attack. I think that's going to hit.
That'll hit though.
All right. So.
And he'll hit an image.
All right. So he hits one of the
lesson last time. I'll let the image take this.
So he hits one of the images, and it just goes completely gone.
What?
I also need for. Let's see. Are you guys in 10 feet? I believe you're in 10 feet. Nope. Jeska is not, surprisingly. And surprisingly, neither is Leucis. Tonph does need to make another Constitution saving throw, though.
Son of a gun! What have you done, Leucis?
It wasn't me.
What was that? It was like 18, 2. Done.
I'll bend
Once again.
Bad luck on that.
Once again, Tonph, you smell a familiar,
Wait,
horrible,
Tonph, do you have
potent
a
smell.
bless or anything? I wouldn't help with it.
No.
No.
Never mind.
not-
I was
it's not
being
helping there.
optimistic.
Yeah.
Like, I keep getting 2s. The game knows now. It's like, guys, we can't give him 1s because he gets to reroll. Just give him a 2.
It's learning. But yeah, you are currently you're currently poisoned again.
So I'm poisoned, stunned.
You're not frightened though,
I'm not frightened.
but you are stunned and poisoned. All right, so that's that one's turn. This one is going to an attack roll against Deagos and Dryden, and I need for Deagos and Dryden to also make me some con saves as well.
Isn't there a wall right there?
Nope.
Oh, that 20!
man. That
I
was
got
weird.
14.
Fuck.
I'm calling
Alright.
bullshit on that one.
I know. That was on 20, and it was like, never
All right,
mind.
so Dryden does succeed, but Deagos, you are now also poisoned as well.
All right.
All right, this brings us to the top of the initiative round. Leucis, you are up.
All right. I'm thinking actually, no. I'm going to cast Slow on Mr. Resh. Let's see if this works in chat. It does work in chat. Sweet. So we need a...
something here. Okay. He's going to use his reaction to cast Counterspell on that. Let's check and make sure he's within range first, though. He is within range, and he's going to Counterspell that.
I counterspell his counterspell.
You don't have it.
You don't know me.
I have your character sheet in front of me.
counter spell.
You don't have it either. And it is a... so it just immediately flickers and fails.
What a jerk.
So you go to cast Slow, and he notices, points his finger right at you, and the spell fizzles in your hand as you're trying to cast it. It's just like it's awkward.
Interesting. He has to.
You hear a voice in the back. You hear a voice in the back of your head say, "Why don't you know that spell either?"
I'm working on it, man. I'm getting
Shut
there.
up.
All right, this one I'm going to silent cast a chromatic orb.
Okay.
Actually, no, I'm gonna go slow again. I'll go slow. I'm gonna silent
You're gonna
cast
go slow
slow at
again?
him.
All right. All right. So you go and cast Slow again at him. This time it does. What is it?
It's a
Wisdom saving throw.
yeah.
It's going to be a 6 plus. That's going to be. It doesn't even break 10, so nope.
Yes.
He is slowed.
Suck it. And that's all I can do.
All right. All right, brings us to Tonph. You're up.
I'm gonna move forward a little bit.
Mm-hmm. You can't. No, you aren't frightened, so you're good. Yep.
Yeah, I can move towards him.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna move up here to the right front side of
I gotcha. Yep.
Big Bean.
Yep.
And
Stout. Porter?
oh, that was it. It was
Porter.
Porter.
That was it,
Vanilla
yeah.
Porter.
Vanilla Porter,
It was
yeah.
vanilla porter. That's what it was.
Sorry, that's kidding me.
So I am still
Jesus.
poisoned, though.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I'll attack with disadvantage
Go for it.
on Resh.
Go for it.
And since I'm already disadvantaged, I'm aiming for his mouth hole.
Sure.
Because I'm going to try and prevent him from talking.
You can try.
I can try. So that'll be a 15 as the first one.
That'll miss.
But I am blessed. I'm going to...
Wait, he has a -2 to AC.
That hits then.
Hey!
Slow, yeah.
All right. Now,
So-
question. Since I'm doing a called shot, it normally has disadvantage when it's a called shot.
Yeah.
I'm already disadvantaged from poisoned as well.
Double
Right.
disadvantage.
How do you
Doesn't
want to
stack
play
like
that
that.
one out?
Doesn't stack like that.
You want me to roll a d4
It's-
see whether or not it actually does what it's supposed to do? Whether it because it's supposed to hit, but whether or not it actually hits his face hole.
Yeah. I'll say that
There's a d4 in case that helps.
I'll say that since you're doing a called shot against his mouth at this point, and you okay. So since you're doing a called shot against his mouth, in order to actually hit the mouth, or at least hit him, you have to hit his AC. In order to hit the actual mouth, you normally have to roll much higher than the AC, which is normally for myself a +5 to what his AC already is.
Okay, that's fine.
So you missed. So you're not going to hit the mouth, but you will hit him still and deal damage.
Okay, so that's the first shot. Here's the second shot.
All right.
So that'll be an 18. And with the bless, that'll be a 20.
That'll actually get to where you're wanting to go for that.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
All right. So that'll be total damage 9, 20, 29 damage.
All right.
Nice.
So you fire off the first arrow. This one, like, right into where, right into that like same little spot that Dryden has already been kind of working on, and it's already started to heal up. And it kind of like looks down. I haven't felt this much pain in a while. Enjoying it. The second one, as he's finishing that sentence, just goes right into the hole that is like already like begun to peel away from his face, and just goes straight into his mouth. And now he has like an arrow sticking out of like his upper jaw. It kind of like wiggles his mouth around, takes his hand up, and just kind of pulls the arrow back out of that hole in his jaw. That wasn't very nice.
It's not an action or anything?
Yeah, it's just a free action. It's a free action to pull the arrow out of his mouth. It didn't go all the way through.
And then 15 for the Constitution save.
So you succeed against the Constitution save and are no longer
poisoned. I'll take it.
Hey.
No longer poisoned.
Oh, wait. I need to do stun too, don't I?
Yes. That's a wisdom saving throw, though.
Yes. Okay, so because I'm stunned, I'm technically not allowed to move, so I'm going to move back to where I was.
Mm-hmm.
But I can still make the shot because
we can still make the
move
shot though. Yeah.
where I was.
But you are no longer poisoned.
And wisdom saving throw 18.
is what you need. So you are no longer stunned.
Yeah, I'm clear. Oh, but I'm still in his stupid range for the damn poison.
Yep.
Now, question. Can I
Yes.
free action? No, that's the end turn. Never mind.
Nope.
I am my turn. I know.
All right. Dryden, you're up.
I'm gonna swing the hell at him.
Go for
it. A savage attack, so it breaks even. 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
10 damage.
Nice.
Actually, I'm gonna fire it up too, and I'm gonna throw the 4 on there.
Go for it.
So another
14.
Boom.
Nice.
I'll do it again.
So,
15 to hit.
nope.
Wait, he has a -2 to AC.
Yep.
You're right. So,
Does it hit?
good call on that. Yep, that one hits.
I have one more of these. So it'll be 19.
19 damage. Nice. All right, so the second strike, you and get both of the attacks in. This time, not this time. He like you watch as like fire just begins to like course over his robes, giving him this really odd, ghastly look. It's kind of frightening to see. Anything else, Dryden?
No.
All right, this brings us to Jeska. I would like for you to make a Constitution saving throw at the beginning.
Wait, did I have to?
Sand.
Did I have to save for
Wisdom.
anything at the end of that?
Oh yeah, you've got a Wisdom saving
You're
throw.
frightened and stunned still.
You have a Wisdom saving throw here to make.
Motherfucker, are you kidding me?
Look at that. 17, 16, 19. And it's like, eh.
Nope, still frightened and stunned. Constitution saving throw, and you succeed against it, so good. All right, good to know.
Okay.
Nothing else changes at the moment, but you can mark one success.
Wait, are you downed?
No.
No, she just can mark one success.
He hit me with some sort of psychic power.
Oh, I was like, I haven't been marking successes on those.
Nope.
Different.
Nope. This was for the bone attack that happened last round.
Oh.
Jeska, you're up.
I like the bone attack. All right.
Now-
It's my turn.
I know. I was hit by the bone attack too. Is it just if you failed it?
If you failed the initial saving throw, yes.
Okay.
Well,
that's it.
hasn't
We're
even been doing anything. He's been sitting there the whole time.
What is that?
Sitting there.
Balon?
Baloney.
Oh, I haven't been rolling for him. Whoopsie.
Baloney and Brontor.
And he's been blessed too, by the way. I've been like, oh, there goes the bless.
No, I've been doing Brontor. Brontor's been trying to bust out of the Brontor's been trying to bust out of his chains right now. He's been failing at that consistently.
Oh, Brontor.
Okay, so I'm gonna do some divine healing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Real estate.
So I'm gonna get myself up to half because that's as much as I can give myself.
Mm-hmm.
Like it leaves 27 left to spread around. So
Pick me.
hold on, I know who got hit.
I'm hurting pretty bad.
Yeah, I have to split it even though. 13 and 13 to Deagos and Leucis.
I see how it is.
I don't see you though, Tom. You're not near me.
I'm right across from you.
There's a giant dragon in the way.
I see how it is.
I took 31 damage. You'll be all right.
I was about to say I took that much too. not the full 31, but I've taken about 31 damage.
You'll be next. So how about this?
31
Just
damage.
giving-
Don't even.
I'm just giving
Actually,
shit.
since I was gonna do before you moved your poison, I was gonna do restoration on you because I knew you got poisoned. So instead, I'm gonna do healing word on you, second level.
Mm-hmm.
Roll 2d4 plus. Is it 4 or 3?
Plus, what's your wisdom?
Should be 4, I believe, which is your spellcasting modifier.
Oh, I can't do things right. Roll.
Yeah, it's just your. What's your wisdom? Is it a 16?
Come on. 12.
Your wisdom is 12?
Yeah.
So that's a +1 then.
It's a plus
Yeah.
1.
But it's not my wisdom, it's my proficiency. Plus
No,
my
your
wisdom.
modifier is just whatever your wisdom is.
It's +4. It's
I've been
just
doing
gets +4.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, because
Well,
it's your wisdom and your proficiency, which
Right.
is your spellcasting modifier.
so 7 to
Cool.
Tonph.
I'll take it.
And then I get some of that back because of my blessed healer.
Mm-hmm.
I get 2 plus spells levels, so that would have been 3. 4.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. And that's my turn.
All right, that is your turn. Brings us to Deagos. I need for you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
15.
Fails, unfortunately.
Can I still use the +4 inspiration?
You
If you've
are
already
blessed.
used one,
I've still no. I used the +6. I still have a +4, and I am blessed also.
Yes, so you can either use the bless or you can use the +4 if you would like to.
I'll use
That's what it's there for.
well, oh yeah,
3. That's 3. 18.
18 saves, so you can mark off 1 success as well.
Awesome.
All right. Deagos, you're up. You are still, I believe, frightened and stunned at the moment.
No, I'm not. I saved.
he-
You're not. No, you saved it. You saved that. Yeah.
Yep. I'm going to attack Resh twice with my greatsword.
Go for it.
21, 23, so 28 damage.
Yeah, that'll definitely happen. So you reach up and just like slash once, twice. This time you actually end up like managing to like aim right for his upper left shoulder and like slam your blade down once. It gets it lodged right there, and you look at him, and he just kind of like gives this really odd, wicked smile, and you just like smile back, take your elbow and slam the hilt of your sword again, and manage to like just push almost all the way through his entire upper shoulder, severing his left arm off onto the ground.
Sweet.
As long as that thing doesn't explode.
All right. Anything else, Deagos? Or is that
That's
it?
Yeah, that's it.
All right.
Shit, I should use that.
This brings us to Resh's turn.
He needs to do a dexterity saving throw, please. Is it dex? I really forgot.
Know your shit, people.
Dexterity. It's
It's
right.
dex.
I just second guessed myself. It's dexterity.
Oh,
All right, so he failed that.
yeah.
So 20 points of radiant, beautiful, godly radiant damage.
Nice, and he is susceptible to radiant damage. So he takes double that.
Oh, oof.
So you watch as the giant guardian just flaps his wings, and just the divine energy just whips around about him. And we watch his Resh, like his skin begins to even peel off even more across him, and now it's just like most of his face is just bone, and he's just looking up at you all with a missing one arm and just horrible grin across his face. Interesting. Unfortunately, he still is slowed. Unfortunately, so. He is going to make a ranged spell attack against...
He needs to roll a d20 to do so.
For what?
Slow.
To even make an attack?
To make a spell. To cast a spell, if he rolls lower than 10, then the casting
This
time
one
turns
fizzles.
into 2 actions. No,
Alright,
he
well,
casts
he's
it
going-
next turn.
Actually, he's going to do this. He's going, instead of that, he call forth the Blade of Pain and Fear, I think is what he's going to do. So
I want
He reaches
that.
he reaches forward and out of the ether just pulls, just grasps what appears to be an invisible hilt, and out of his hand just erupts this giant black obsidian blade that is wreathed in flames, and what you can see is just ever shifting and changing mouths that seem to have like teeth just gnawing at them, that are ever smiling and ever laughing. It just appears out of nowhere directly in his single hand that he has, and he is going to glance over at. Yeah, he's going to glance over at Dryden, and he's going to just place the tip of the sword against Dryden's chest. You feel, Dryden, you feel just the tip. You feel a slight chill begin to creep into your bones and into your body, but as he pulls the sword away, you watch as this black thread comes with it, and you feel yourself no longer frightened. But you feel yourself much more tired and much more exhausted than you've ever felt in previous time. You have now 1 level of exhaustion, by the way. However, he is going to make a melee attack with it.
Oh,
right.
Oh no.
Does slow do anything
So-
against a melee attack?
He can only do 1 action. Per
Yeah,
turn.
this is his action that he can do.
Yep.
An
An action or a bonus action.
So
Let's fucking go.
okay.
Oh,
So not too bad. No.
Like pedals.
So you take all right. So you take 19 points of slashing damage,
Halved.
which is halved. Yes.
Now,
Since it was a critical, it doubles the dice.
that's what I was
so-
going to ask.
Yeah. So 19 times 2.
Well,
So
wouldn't it just do?
It would just be.
19?
It's just straight
be
19.
19.
So
Yeah.
you take 19 points of slashing damage because it doubles, but your rage halves that regardless. And then you take 1d8 of psychic damage as well,
Which I cannot have.
which you cannot have. And since
Halve.
it is double, it is also double. So you take 14 points of psychic damage.
Oh, I take 14.
Yeah, because it's part of the attack. And no one else is
Fun.
feared. No one else is feared, unfortunately. So he can't do that.
Guess
And
who's not
that is-
doing so hot?
That is unfortunately the
Dryden
end of
actually
his.
does damage.
That's unfortunately the end of his turn. What's the saving throw he has to make?
Wisdom 14.
Wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
That's gonna. Yeah. So he manages to shrug off the effects of the slow. God, that fucking slow, man.
It always only lasts 1 turn.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah. All right. So this brings us to the Tentacle's turn. He's
question.
gonna make it. Yes.
Vanilla Porter, at the end of the turn that they stay in there, don't they take damage?
He already took his damage.
He already took the damage.
Okay.
He took
40
double. He took.
points.
He took double of it. He took double it because he's susceptible to radiant damage.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know when
He's-
it went. I
he's
thought it was
not
the
looking-
end.
He's not looking too hot. He's
when they first
missing an
enter.
arm. He's missing an arm. A lot of his skin is peeled back at the moment. He's not looking too hot right now.
And I shot him in the face.
Yeah, the big guy is going to.
Doesn't he have to roll for the radiant damage as well? The big
He already
guys?
did.
Okay.
They do. Dex save.
I didn't
Okay.
see that.
No, neither of them saving it. So,
20 each.
jeez,
Yeah. Porter's not fucking around.
no.
Get out of here.
All
And you
right.
want the
So-
fire damage?
I would love the fire damage. Yes, for that guy. Thank you.
16.
Nice. All right. So that guy's still trying to push through, and he's going to move into the room. At this point, it's getting really congested in here. But he's going to move into the room, and he also takes. No, he doesn't, because that's not there. He's going to make an attack against Tom. Yeah, he's going to make an attack against Tonph,
Who is?
the big guy.
Did he move again?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Scratch that. Don't worry about it.
But he rolls an 8, and he misses the first attack. He's going to roll a second one.
That's right,
rolls a 4, and
son.
misses the
You're
second
too
one.
little.
You're just too little and too quick, and boom, boom, the tentacles just go slamming into the ground. This next attack is going to be against Deagos. And one attack's going to be against Deagos and Dryden.
What?
A random turn order pops up.
Don't forget baloney, by the way.
Yep. So the first one is against Deagos, and that's going to be above a 20. Yeah, that's going to be a 24 hit. Deagos?
That's gonna hit you.
Say that hit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's 15, 19 points of bludgeoning damage as the tentacle whips down right across your face and wraps around your head. And then the next attack is going to be against Dryden. And it's going to be
It's gonna hit.
Yeah. As 2d8 worth of bludgeoning damage, which we reduced, so 8 and 6. So 7 points of bludgeoning damage to Dryden.
Because fuck me, right?
I need Deagos, Dryden, and I'm thinking Tonph as well. Yep, and Tonph to make and Leucis and Jeska and Brontor all make Constitution saving throws.
God, get this stinky asshole out of here.
That's what I say every week.
I'm gonna do my D6.
Inspiration. Yep.
So everyone failed.
I just got out of this stupid stuff.
I'm gonna wild magic it.
God damn it.
And I'm gonna be sure to look directly at him too, as I'm and hold my hands in a form of fashion toward him.
He just preps for the worst.
Yeah.
Well, everybody except for Dryden.
A critical fail.
Wait,
on a 100.
Can I try my other?
You crit failed a 100?
Can I try my other inspiration too?
Yeah, if you want to.
Oh no.
I want to know.
Oh no.
I want to know what love is.
I want to know what love is. Want you to show me.
So everyone besides Jeska and Dryden, who both save against the poison effect. Everyone else is poisoned. So,
We don't take any damage, do we?
No, I don't believe you do. No, I think you're just
We
poisoned.
just have disadvantage on everything now. Stupid ogre.
So poisoned. You're poisoned. You're poisoned. You're poisoned. Everybody's poisoned. Except for Dryden and Tom. Or Jeska. Okay. And...
Oh, baby.
Lucius. More fun thing is that, oddly, in the moment, you don't really notice anything.
God damn it, Lucius.
God, dude, they're stacking up, man. I've got like 3 or 4 trap cards on me right now.
You need to go into this like magic detox thing and just let everything explode at once.
In community terms, we call it the Dreamatorium. You need to go into the Dreamatorium and just let it happen.
Lucius, you do watch as you're prepping for the worst. You do
worm armor.
Watch as your thumbnail falls off down onto the ground.
Oh, good.
God damn it.
So now he doesn't have fingers. He doesn't have face. Jessica's
going back.
Jessica's gonna
That's
start
true.
attacking him though, thinking he's a fucking
He's
zombie.
dead.
Your thumbnail
I'm
falls
actually
down to
afraid to
your
use it on that spell.
your left thumbnail falls down to the ground, and as it hits the ground, it bounces once and turns into a very, very small blueberry.
Oh!
Violet, you're turning violet.
Pick it up. Save that blueberry.
You crit
All right.
failed a D100.
The blueberry
Let's see if
out of
Brontor
it.
can finally bust out of his freaking chains.
Hey!
Finally, Brontor is fully free at the moment.
Wow, Brontor, welcome to the fight.
He's gonna go. He's gonna come rushing around.
Hey guys, I'm here.
Rushing around the side. All right, guys, what I miss? Oh God, what the heck happened to that person?
All I can see is Lucius being like, blueberry.
Blueberries everywhere.
Balon's gonna make 2 attacks. With that 3, he's gonna fail, and with that 4, he's gonna fail. Jesus.
Get out
So
of
he
here,
just-
baloney.
He goes to attack the giant ogre thing and fails
Did he
it.
hit like 3 or 4 turns in a row because he missed them?
Yeah, I'm telling you about it.
Unfortunately, since I missed him, no. Brings us to Lucius. Top of the initiative round. Lucius, you're up.
All right, and the save for poison is afterward, right?
after, yes.
All right. I'm going to quicken invisibility.
Okay.
And I am going to move over here behind Resh as quietly as possible.
Make a stealth check. With advantage because you're invisible.
Yes. 19.
Okay. And make me an athletics check to get through this very congested area.
Oh no. Athletics.
I believe in you.
I don't.
I believe,
Oh,
believe,
14.
believe.
It was.
You get there.
Where? There? Okay, cool.
Get about there, right in front of him.
All right. And I'm going to kneel in front of Resh, and I'm going to hold onto the scroll for Finger of Death.
Are you holding it, or
I'm going to hold the action.
Okay.
Until I have a clear shot right into his heart.
I mean, you have a pretty clear shot standing right in front of him.
I want to wait for dramatic effect. Actually,
Okay,
no,
so
here we go. I want to, as soon as Dryden finish his slash, I'm going to Finger of Death.
Okay, so as soon as Dryden finishes his next attack, you're going to Finger Death him. All right.
Yep.
Finger
Tonph,
death.
you're up.
Oh my god.
Do I save for
Finger
the poison?
bang.
There's a finger death.
Yeah, make me a Constitution saving throw.
Nope. No, not with this. Oh, I can't get over
yeah,
finger
sure.
death right now.
Yep, you are able to save from the poison. You are no longer poisoned.
Nice.
All right. Brings us to Tonph. You're up.
I'm going to use my bonus action to dash as far towards Brontor as I can. That direction.
Okay.
And whatever
Right.
I need to do to roll in addition to that.
I need an athletics check from you first
Okay.
to get through the very congested area, people.
6.
You make it there.
Okay, then I'm going to use my movement and try and do the same.
Okay. Go make me another athletics check.
Genius.
You make it there, and you do get an attack of opportunity from the big guy.
He got a 6 and a 9,
With
guys.
disadvantage.
Yes!
Hey.
I love this thing, man. All right. And I'm right next to him, right?
You are right next to him, yeah.
Can I save for poisoned?
Yes, with Constitution saving for poison.
Is that at the end or
It's at
whenever?
the very end of your turn.
Okay, well then, regardless, because since I'm close range, I'm going to shoot him. So I'm just going to stick with the disadvantage and save after.
Got it. All right, so make your attacks.
This is disadvantage 2 shots. So that'll be a 15 plus plus. So that'll be a 16.
That's a miss.
Fudge.
Just goes like zooming right in front of him and like just kind of goes through his robes, but does not appear to have actually hit him.
And I can't even. All right, so 12.
No. So the second one, like he's very aware of your presence and he sees you firing in. And just as you release the arrow, it goes right in front. It goes right like it's about to hit him in his face, and he just ducks underneath it as it goes zooming off into the darkness. This brings us to Dryden. You're up.
Aha! Savage attack! And I'm not poisoned anymore, so I get actual advantage.
Nor are you frightened either.
You're still stunned, though, aren't you?
He is stunned. Yep.
What does that mean?
Wait, are you frightened and stunned still?
I'm not frightened.
No, actually, no. Nope. You are neither frightened or stunned because of the blade of pain and fear taking it away from you.
Well, there you go.
30 to hit.
But you are exhausted, so it is with disadvantage.
Those
22 to hit.
22. It still hits regardless.
14 damage.
Nice.
Wait, wouldn't they cross? We'll leave that one. But if I savage attack with it'd just be one single straight roll.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
where
it's just
those
a
are your
single straight
2
roll. That's why we
attacks
took the
right
20
there.
That's why we took the 22. Yeah.
Gotcha. Those will be
And-
my 2 attacks then. We'll just leave it.
Okay.
So then 30 and so it'll be 14 and 18, and then finger blaster.
Oh man.
Well, Dryden, how do you want to do this?
Thank you, Jesus!
Don't kill him!
Ah!
Waste it. You're gonna make me waste it.
Oh, it feels so good.
You're
I
gonna
hit
make
him with
me
the
waste
axe
it.
once, and I look him dead in the eyes, and I go, you want to play games? I like to play games too. And I pull it out, and I hit him from the other side, and just cleave his head, just cut like a V-neck around either side of his head, and just cut it off like a bust.
Shoom, shoom. And he just looks up into you as you finish this thing, and he's like, I love games. As his head just right back off of his body. The body drops down to the ground. The robes just kind of flop down onto the ground in a very as the robes drop, there's just a poof of dust that just kind of, as his entire body just seems to crumble and turn to sand.
Pocket sand.
Now, I do have a question.
Oh, of course
Yes.
you.
Lucius's trigger was as soon as he hit him.
Yep.
Would that be on the first or second attack?
Well, technically would be on the very first attack. So, Lucius, I would like for you to make me an intelligence check. Add your proficiency modifier.
That is a 16.
Okay. So, so as you have the scroll out in front of you,
Redoing
and
this now.
as soon as you see Dryden begin to start or finish his first attack,
We redid the portable hole. I'm at this.
I have a question.
you begin reading the arcane text on here, and you're like, the words just come spilling out of your mouth, even though you have no conscious thought of exactly what they mean, and they just spill from your mouth. As you do, you watch as the scroll is consumed. The arcane glyphs on the scroll begin to burn and consume the scroll in flames, and as they do, there's the flames begin to congeal a green light around the pointer finger of your right hand, and you're just about to you just finish the incantation and point directly at Resh's heart as his head off the
I redirect the finger toward Dryden.
No.
You could do it at the crystal thing.
And as you redirect the finger towards as you redirect the finger towards Dryden, the green energy on the tip of it flickers and dissipates. Because you failed the DC to get the spell off.
You would have never
Damn,
gotten
really?
it anyway.
Yeah, you failed the spell to get the DC up to get up.
If I knew I failed, that would have been luck.
It wouldn't have mattered. You were 5 under.
I have a question.
And inspired.
Yeah.
It's not a question, it's more of a statement. Fuck you, Shadowcawn.
Look, I'm just sticking to the way that he worded the trigger.
Listen,
Fair enough.
I've had like 3
Nope, I
kills
agree.
taken
That
away
was-
from me.
That
and
was
I
a
was
level 7 spell. Just so you know, that was a level 7 spell. I don't
Yeah.
get those till I'm level, 20 something?
Yeah, you don't get them for a while.
And it would have made him my minion.
Well, this is okay.
Would've
This
been
is where
awesome.
we bring in. We had a conversation about this while we were running the raid recently. It's called communication. And maybe if you had said, "Hey,
I
Dryden,"
said, to be fair, I said at the beginning of the encounter,
Don't
do
kill.
not
Say that
kill
all
him.
the time, though.
I'm sorry. I
I
you
have
may not be
never said
aware of
that
this,
before.
but I've taken 80 damage this fight. I wasn't gonna just stand there and let him keep beating up on me.
Oh man, that's fantastic.
Dryden, you totally stole my kill. I put damage into him. Come on, guys.
I think my 39-point melee attack might be the highest melee attack, single melee attack we've seen the entire time. There's 39 damage from a single melee.
You stole Porter's kill. I mean, that was 40 damage.
Yeah, Porter doesn't have feelings.
I technically did the highest damage, 45, so y'all back
Oh,
up.
absolutely. Well, that was on 2, right?
It's still one attack.
Oh, that's true.
Geth still
So-
beat you all.
So as you are all
Geth was
as
a
you
little
are as you watch
broken.
so as you watch the individual dissipate and turn to dust, you continue to hear these like these lumbering sounds from all around you. And Cyril will pick up next week on the Riot Sessions.
Yay! Oh man, feels good to be on the kill count again.
Storms, thank you for joining us this evening. Hopefully you'll be able to jump in with us next week and hopefully get out of this underground fucking labyrinth.
That we've only been in for what, like 4 months now?
We've been in for about 2.
It's been about 2 because you guys got in at Guardian Con.
Mm-hmm.
Did we really get in here at Guardian Con?
That was
Yeah.
was July.
That's all of that was all
October.
of July, all of August, all of September, and now the beginning.
So we are into month 4 at the moment. Yeah.
But mind you, we've also missed like 3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've missed it
during
times.
those.
Still.
Yep.
Yeah, guys, we do this every Sunday here on either on this channel or on Blue Rangers channel. Make sure you guys come and drop by and check it out. Past broadcasts are both up here on Twitch under uploads and collections on my channel as well as on YouTube. Most are on my channel and some are on Blue's channel as well. For experience points, everybody gains 1,180 experience points for the evening.
Woo. Does that make me level up yet?
Never. All right.
I don't.
Wait,
What'd you say?
How
That
much?
was 1,180.
It doesn't.
1,180
It's
experience
the
points.
same as last week. You're just ripping yourself off.
And then you guys are level 7. Is that right?
8.
You guys are level 8.
6.
It sucks being stuck in stone, don't it, man?
So Dryden an
Your
additional Dryden an additional 400 experience points. Tonph an additional 400 experience points. Leucis, Jeska, and Deagos an additional 350.
Hey, Tonph.
Mm-hmm.
GG's, man.
GG's. What? What? Did you get a little bit more than me? I wasn't.
No, we both got the same amount, but everyone else got less. I'm gonna stop my YouTube recording. Thanks. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Okay, thanks. Bye.